intertwine, your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire. On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire.
I'm coming in, just 1 second. Lol, Ben, that's funny.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know?
I'm on. I'll turn that down. Super loud. How's it going? I think my chair's set up wrong. This is like in gaming mode, so my back doesn't hurt. That's a little better. Oh, my back's been killing me the last couple weeks. How's everybody doing tonight? 24 poor souls already. Jeez, how did you get here? Yeah, see, this window sucks. It only says 8 in my studio, which is not right. So like I have to hit refresh on that, which is stupid. Seems to only be a anyways, whatever. I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about. It seems like Flat Earth is a little quiet right now, which is a little sad. seriously, if anybody has any real train wreck stuff out there, I love it. So just send it my way on Discord. I would take anything you have. I will take. That said, I do try to keep it into a science-y direction, you know, a little bit, but at the same time, let's just look at something stupid. But I do have some stupidness, as the title would indicate. We have, I can turn that down a little bit more even. If it didn't have vocals, it wouldn't be, oh, that's better. I had to start not using, I don't even know if you can hear that. It's barely there. I had to stop using a certain plugin that's probably okay. I had to stop using a certain plugin that I was using that sends, I can send my stuff to different parts of my voice meter because it was jacking with meets calls and stuff and really making things just horrid. So I'd love to use it, but it doesn't seem to work that well. Plus, I'm a little scared of plugins now. Plugins is a good way to get your crap jacked on as far as people stealing your stuff. Because, I mean, a lot of plugins, you're at the mercy of whatever the plugin does. And let's face it, if your Chrome is logging into your stuff, then your plugin's interacting with your Chrome or whatever app you use. That said, Brainy Beaver Tech Hour is on a different channel. There's actually a Brainy Beaver Computers, and they have YouTube videos. They have a Facebook page, at least. I definitely was like, I don't know. I don't think they're similar enough for me to have to worry about copyright issues, but it is a Brainy Beaver, and they do work on your computer. So listen, if you're having computer problems, Brainy Beaver can help you, just not this one. I mean, I probably could help you with your computer problems, but I'm not going to is the point. That said, what's going on in the chats here? Let's see who's all here before we get moving forward. We've got some stupidness over here, which is... I mean, at the end of the day, it's really boring, let's face it. But, man, he talks up a storm, boy. Let's see who we got in the chats here. We got Jackalope Herdmaster. I want to say Hardmaster every time I see that. I'm sorry about it. Jeff Roberts, thank you very much. The time said 1 a.m. or something at first, so I almost didn't come. Exactly, Jeff. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm having a problem. Like, what happens? I literally checked it twice. I set the time for 9. I hit go. And then I like came back and like hit edit again and went down. It was 9, and then I hit it, and then at some point it becomes 1, 2 a.m. I don't understand what. It's probably Windows. They've been messing up so bad lately. But anyways, that said, yeah, exactly. Hey peeps, wah Magda, Mikey Cage. I got the notification. Good to see you here, Mikey. Howard Moore. Well, don't get me wrong. It was pretty quick, so some people may have got the notification or seen it, but for the most part, I think that I probably got to it fast enough that most of the notifications didn't even get a chance to go out until I went live, so you'll just get a live notification. So this number down here will slowly trickle up, and, you know, just like the COVID numbers. Oh, I am still working on that Barbie video. I've got like this piece of skin that needs to be cut off because otherwise I'm literally going to cut myself with it. It's that hard. I am working on that Barbie video that Mattel, you know, Shiro of the Year science faker from Greece. It's going to take a lot more editing and me because not a lot of video footage of her other than going to be me presenting her. So, yeah, so I just need a little bit more time on that one. However, I am working on a Stephen Pennington video. You know, Stephen Pennington. In fact, I don't know why I didn't bring up Stephen Pennington in my little my set of things here. So give me 10 seconds and we're gonna go, because he's been doing mnemonics lately. Steve Pennington. Yeah, there he is. That's my boy. Holy crap, he posts a lot. 24 hours is like 15 posts. Yeah, this is good. So like he's been doing this mnemonics lately, and
being a bowling alley, so bra and a windowsill above the bowling pins in this lane. So I think we'll keep that, and just in case it was working for you, we're going to go ahead and keep the name Chair. That's his first name. The president of Brazil is Chair, and then I think I had bowl. See, he's bowling. So Chair, bowl, sun. This is a sun. Okay, the bowling ball is a sun. And then you were supposed to remember a row. like this is a row of chairs. Okay, that's what did not come back to my remembrance, because a row is kind of intangible. These pictures are supposed to be more tangible.
Okay. We have to stop right here, Mr. Pennington. Why in the hell is that not an arrow? Come on.
The new way to remember this, and the pronunciation is more exact, it's chair. That's his first name, Chair. But it's the product, the wood that makes the chair is balsa wood. So his name is Chair Balsa Narrow. See, that's pretty narrow, where the ball's got to go through these chairs to get to the bowling pins. So narrow is for sure
I haven't even watched the whole
not
thing yet.
tangible, but it came back to my remembrance. So if it works, it works. His name is Chair Balsa Narrow. Chair Balsa for balsa wood, and narrow for the passageway is just about the same size as the bowling ball. So he's got to go through this narrow passageway to the pins, and the wood is balsa wood. Chair Balsa Narrow. So that's your new mnemonic for the president of Brazil, and it's important to remember the president of Brazil, because that's Trump's counterpart. He is against the COVID-19.
Yeah, so anyways, it's going to be slightly a COVID-19 video, I guess, at the same time, as you can see. But yeah, that's fun, isn't it? He's gotten extra crazy lately, honestly. I think his channel got deleted because this is not the original channel. You know, all of those guys, like Pratt started a new channel. They all had to start new channels. I'm really upset that his original content is gone, because I'm going to tell you right now, this man is one of the contributors to, well, my Windows all did that close thing when you put it over something and all your windows minimized at the same time. He is the person that spawned the idea, essentially, of How Come Moon. My How Come Moon segment, this thing. He's the one. He's the one that contributed to that. Oh, I don't want this off. It sounds so... I want a little bit of noise. Okay, it's really hard to get that real tight. I think that's okay. You tell me if you can't hear it at all, and then some of you will probably be happy with that, because it's not like it's great music. It's just music. But yeah, so, I mean, his videos are crazy. He's doing longer videos now, but his videos in the past, he used to have like a timer that would literally go off. Oh God, here's another one. Like,
Okay, all my uploads just...
oh, this is one of his moon ones, see?
Just disappeared, so let's review. This is what it's all about. This is proof, in my opinion, that we live under a...
He's one of the ones that would sit there and look at the direction of the moon shadow, and then he would look at where the sun is and go, but the sun is right there! Well, how come it's pointing up? And so, you know, I'm having fun with him right now making a video. It'll be great. Full disclosure, there's a little clip there. I've got this... Oh, God, where is it? Here, Integris? Okay, so I thought this would be funny, okay? So picture this with me, okay? We're gonna... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring this over here for a second while we do this. Yeah, some of the Google links on there were porn. I got no problems. I'm a healthy young individual, okay? Sometimes this computer strays. I clean up. Anyways. Anyways, what the hell was I doing before I went off on that tangent? Oh, I've actually totally lost it. I have to, like, listen to myself talk now. Wow. What were we doing? We were doing...
an arch, just like it says.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I've completely lost my train of thought. So if anybody knows where the train was going, which station, maybe it was taking a left at Albuquerque, I can't quite remember. See, I got all horned up there, and it just all went haywire. Actually, that makes sense, because look, I'm wearing my I'd Rather Be Down Under shirt. Australia 1977, American Eagle. This is like one of the oldest shirts in my collection. But I've lost so much weight recently, I dug down to the bottom of the drawer. You know, to all the shirts that my wife has been telling me that I will never get into ever again. And let's face it, she was probably right. I'm not saying she was wrong. I'm just saying that in this case, this one specific case, she ended up being a little bit wrong. But this has happened before, which is why I'm really reluctant to throw away my clothing, because I can kind of ebb and flow. But anyways, getting off target just a little bit. I haven't really been looking at the live chat, I'm realizing, and you guys have probably been talking to me, and I'm sorry about that. NANA, good to see you. Mr. Andrat, Hey, don't get me wrong, that thought's gonna come back here at some point. I'll read down to where you're telling me what I was talking about. YouTube for once notified me. I have back pain too. I feel you, bro. Yeah, no, it's not great. Let's put it that way. I was playing with the kids. I was dadding out too hard, and it went haywire that night. How's everything going, Mikey Cage? It's going okay. You know, I'm medicated, if you will, and that's the raging ADHD within me. It's more like a power, like a superpower that has to be contained. It's like it's like if Superman couldn't hold himself together without a little bit of kryptonite in his pocket. That's how I'm gonna try to view it. Let's put it this way, okay? Good day, mate. The non sequitur. How's it going? Shave the beaver. Hashtag. I think no. We're not shaving this yet. It's not. No, it's fine. I got a little bit of hair. I'm okay with it. I like it. I trimmed the beaver. It's only a couple days old. Give me a break. Hayward Brainy Beaver, could you maybe plug Prime Red? He's looking to get more subs. He's really funny. I could very much plug Prime Red. I haven't I've been seeing some of his stuff. I've been so busy I can't even watch, I haven't even watched Team Skeptic or Fight the Flat Earth's latest stuff. I haven't even had the time. So it's not like I'm being an elitist or anything. I'm ignoring all of you equally, okay? Just remember that, everybody. All of you are equally ignored in my endeavor to not be as busy as I am. And I'm not that busy. I could be getting more done with the YouTube side of things, and I'm trying to work on that. But right now, it got hot all of a sudden, so my actual business just got, booked for 2 weeks. So I've been doing that during the day, and then I went and did beekeeping for a couple hours and literally that's why the stream is so late today, because I literally got down here, did my research for some stuff to talk about, although I'll just talk about whatever. I mean, let's face it, I'll talk. And yeah, and then here we are. I had enough time to go upstairs. I grabbed a Coke, not a sponsor, and came down here and decided to join some peeps. We're gonna look at that stuff, but let's face it, we've all seen this garbage assumed and using the words kind of in this capacity and stuff like that. So I don't really know that there's a whole lot to talk about here, but I really needed to come online, say hi to everybody. I needed to just be present, and I really want to be too. I enjoy doing this. I like seeing everybody, saying hi, and I miss you during the week. That said, for members, I will be doing a members stream in the next week, let's say, because I haven't been active, my members hasn't been active for a month, so technically I'm still okay, but let's face it, I got to get in the habit of doing this. So I'm gonna pick a day that's gonna work, as well as if there is I might try to do 2 of them. So don't get me wrong, you'll benefit if you're available for both, but I might try to do a North American time and maybe a European time one. I'll try to stay up super late one day on the weekend or something like that, and maybe go live in a convenient time for people in Europe and different locations. Trying to help people out so they don't have to feel, I don't want to be one of those North American elitists, that just thinks of only the #1 prime market for all of the advertising revenue and everything. Did I say that? I'm just kidding. Trust me, I don't get enough video views to make a lot of advertising revenue. Just for you, Brainy Beaver. Wait, just for me? What happened? Did I miss something? Wait, I have to hit refresh now. See, this thing is jacked if something magical happened here. Let's see. I gotta refresh my stream because it doesn't even tell me how many people are in here. That does. 50. I'm way up here. Oh my god, I'm so far up here. Brainy Beaver has photos of himself like a millennial? Where did I have a photo of myself? I mean, I have some pretty funny photos of myself these days because of pouring myself with sugar syrup and all kinds of things, right? Browse porn incognito at Brainy Beaver. No, I wanted to remember my preferences, okay? I wanted to know what kind of porn I want when I go on there next time. How dare you assume that I want to make the work to type in my dirty, perverted style every time. God. Besides, I just burn out that part of my phone all the time if I had to always retype it. Hey, Bullinator, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. NA, we're gonna get to this, I guess we'll get to the video here, but right now I'm just gonna finish catching up here. Here we are here for the Beaver on Beaver action. You're ignoring me, I didn't notice. Oh no, Bullinator, I'm way up there. I'm coming, buddy, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I see you ignored to get... see how ignored you get, Brainy Beaver Games. Yeah, I logged into, I came in my own thing on Brainy Beaver Games. I came in on Brainy Beaver, and I got. Was it you that did it, Andrat? I think you did. It was I got what was it? I got timed out by my own moderators because I haven't given Brainy Beaver moderator status, I guess, on Brainy Beaver Games. So it was kind of funny. I couldn't even type all of a sudden. I'm like, son of a bitch. I was upstairs getting ready for bed or something at that point, or I can't remember what I was doing, but either way, yeah, it must have been bed. It was the middle of the night. Poor Brainy Beaver didn't notice my name change. Jackalope Hardmaster. Aw, there you are, buddy. See, you were Herdmaster. You change your name a lot, doesn't it? Only max you out on how many on how many like times you can change your name. Brainy is millennial. I am on the edge of millennial, sir. I am an advanced millennial. Okay. We live in a slightly different mental world than the previous millennials. We remember what it was like to dial the internet. We remember what it was like when, you know, your phone didn't just access information. We remember what it was like to lose signal and the internet on your phone was almost just a gimmick. I mean, I remember what it was like to have just Snake on my Nokia. I mean, for Christ's sakes. This was like beyond high. Like this is like after college. Like I remember. Chocolate spin. Hello. Look how small it is. And you compare it to a new phone. It's like here. I'll just insert this. It's like how do I? Where the fuck is my? No personal information. You know what I mean? It's like you can't even like. Now you'd be like. I'm trying to watch this movie on this. Oh my god, to Netflix on that shit. What happened here? My phone is vibrating. I mean, the good news is my wife has been texting me. Anyways, I came in my own thing. I came in my own thing at Brainy Beaver 2020. There you go. I like it. It's a nice quote. Anyways, talking shit. I like talking shit. Here, I'm going to get my tablet a little closer so I don't have to reach over everything and bump over my pop and all that stuff. I got a baby monitor here that I don't need right now because I don't have any kids in the house. And I'm going to drag this closer. All right. All right. Okay, so I guess we should start talking about this garbage. We got to get into it at some point. We got to, you know. She's special. Oh yeah, she's special. I'm gonna get to know her. I'm gonna follow her for sure. I forgot which one this is. It says, I hate your videos. You asked me to. I don't hit down thumbs though. She was like, why don't you step up, you people hitting the down thumb, and tell me what you think in the comments? And I was like, if you hate my stuff, you hate my stuff, or something like that. And I came down here and said, I hate your video. I mean, you told me to be honest with you. Look at the title. Video reinstated. You. Anyways, okay.
Based on.
Now, by the way, if anybody has some good old-fashioned train wreck content to look at, I am happy to accept some of that. So feel free to hit me up in my DMs. Exactly. Holy hell, the older millennials rock the younger ones. Well, 3 times per 90 days at Beaver, so I'll be Haywood for another couple weeks before I can go back to Craven more dick. That's funny. Exposing lies to open eyes. Feb. Interesting. Well, let's let Febby here take it away. Oh, I just hit merch. Thanks. No, I'm okay. I don't need merch. I'm okay, bud. All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I know that many of you have seen the documents that were released by NASA decades ago in relation to how they compute things that go on above the surface of the Earth and how it is relative to a flat, non-rotating Earth.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if anybody, a lot of people don't know this, but I have an email right now. We'll double check this before I get to it. Well, no, I know I have an email from him. I just have to see what the final say was that when we were, because it got my own personal information up over here for all the haters. Okay, where am I going here? There we go. Flat. Earth is seriously flat. Well, he didn't give me a time or anything. Like, I said, like, what time is best for you? Blah, 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 blah. He just said, send me a link for Wednesday debate. Like, it's always like dealing with handicapped people. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's terrible. Holy shit. I was thinking about the implications of what I just said, and that's not a great sentence. So let's rephrase this. It's how do you say that? I'm all of a sudden realizing half the shit we say about them is really negative towards certain people. I don't know if suddenly I've become superhuman with the medication I'm taking, but somehow I feel really bad about some of the shit I've said about people in the past. Let's put it this way. They don't know what the hell they're doing about anything. They can't even reply to an email properly. Let's just start there and we'll move forward. Okay. Now that we got all the SJW out of the way, I have been talking with Earth is Seriously Flat. He has agreed to come on for a debate/friendly discussion where I very much intend to ask him, how did it go down when he got arrested? I'm just curious. Like, maybe this is actually information that's known and I don't, but, like, how did they know it was you? First, I just want to know some details. I'm curious. Like, how did they know who he was, where he lived, or where he was? Was he sipping a beer nearby? Did he just hang out and laugh at the guy? How did this all go down? And I don't even mean like, I don't want to start by beating him up. I literally just want to be like, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. And see what he says. I don't know if you guys think that's an interesting conversation, but that's definitely going to happen at some point if he's on here. I'm going to be asking him. And then I guess we'll just see where it goes there. And I'm going to get it on my email. But yes, he did say, fantastic, I'm in Sunset Beach. Call me or text me. He gave me his phone number, for Christ's sakes. These people just give out their phone numbers. Guess when you're the crazy one, you got nothing to fear, do you? Anyways.
And we've also seen the documents from the CIA that were leaked about the Fermament. And my wheels were sort of turning the other day about all of this because I was trying to think about what this would be like if all of us had been taught that this was true early on, and then there was a group of people who thought the Earth might be spherical and flying around the sun. Yeah. And how crazy would we think they were until they started finding documents that said the opposite of what this says, that said that all of a sudden, you know, space travel and missiles are computed relative to a spherical rotating Earth that's flying around the sun at 66,600 miles per hour. If the document said that, that would be something worth looking into.
He didn't get into the wibbling and wobbling and bibbling and bobbling. Man,
like.
They're always so upset about the fact that it wibbles and wobbles and spins and twists and twirls. Bastards. Right? Ah, how dare we? I can't feel it moving. How's everybody doing tonight still, though, honestly? We got Quitties, the Sprinkler, Chris Katsolis. I'm sorry, guys, that there's nothing crazy happening in the world. Streamlabs equals 70% of the chat. Oh, well, don't get me wrong. Streamlabs is a bit of a spammer sometimes, but I could turn it down. But the thing is, some of it's because people are using it. Wingnut, is that a problem for you? And I mean this like not as a dick. Like I mean it. Like, is that a problem for you, Wingnut? You son of a bitch. He literally lied to me and said he didn't get arrested. Oh, so this should be interesting then. Fuck that, he didn't get arrested. There's a police report. Vishanti, do you still have that police report? Hey, Vishanti, you want to come on here? Well, I'll send you a link if you're not busy. Hit me on Discord. Oh wow, I have lots of links all of a sudden from people. What's going on here? You seen the declassified Russian document for the topic today? I reviewed it. 43 on the government says flat Earth cache documents. We have the. Oh wow, McToon actually reviewed it. Are you in the chats, McToon, right now? MC Toon at MC Toon. Oh no, he isn't. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna send him a link. Anybody have a link to my stream? I don't apparently even. Stream URL. That's got it. That's a link I just sent him. Okay, I suck. Okay, well, anyways, apparently McToon has reviewed the document that I am actually going over a little bit here. So I'm gonna get my own link to my own stream and send it to McToon here. Because, oh, you son of a bitch. I hit paste on my own thing here, so then I gotta refresh it again. There we go. Oh my god, I'm so disorganized today. I'm sorry, everybody. Brainy Beaver Live. There you go, McToon. No, I have not seen it. Hold on. Just McToon government documents. On his website, McToon. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, to McToon land. Let's see what we got here. Nathan Roberts thinks that government documents admit the Earth is flat. He even has McToon's the man. I swear to God, I don't know how you get the time to do this. Your institute is evidence-based journalism. We cover current events, often ones that involve conspiracy theories. The difference is that we require evidence. Claims are analyzed and supported. Wonder if there's a spot where I can leave a comment in here. Contact. Mail me directly, McToon.net. Oh, sweet. Good job, bud. DM me on Twitter. Do I even follow McToon on Twitter? I guess I should fix that if I don't. He'll leave him a shitty comment. I'll do that later. That's funny. Anyways, let's have... Oh, where was I? Come on. Go back. I gotta go back to where I was. There we go. Government documents. Baby documents that list the stations defended in the Scientific Council of it. Jesus Christ. This is crazy. McToon, jeez. You're like crazy, bruh. I don't actually say bruh, but if, you know. Abbreviation. This is... I don't have... Where do you get the time? Oh my God! Okay. So, this is all McToon does after work, obviously. McToon, you're the man. I don't know how. I don't even have the time to just... Oh my God. I would love to actually be able to read half the books I have on physics, but I don't have the time for it. But we will start going in through this.
But there was documents saying otherwise that were either from our trusted space agencies or whatever the case was. That would get my wheels turning, even if I believed in this to begin with. So I was thinking about that and thought, man, if they were finding some documents about the firmament back, a few years ago, what if we can find...
I mean, I could take the please hit likes and stuff out of Streamlabs, or at least tell it to tone down the frequency of those so it's not spamming those, that's for sure.
Some more, and sure enough, there are many more documents about the firmament.
I'll give everybody points. Okay, everybody's going to get points. Hey, listen, everybody wants points. Get in the chats. Everybody, you have to be... Okay, I'm going to open up right now while I'm talking. I'm going to open up Streamlabs. And... I'm going to open up Streamlabs, and this is a different login page than normal. You always got to vet things if you're going to log into something. Certificate valid cloud. You want to log into the wrong Streamlabs. I got too many accounts. Okay, so if everybody gets to the chats, and this isn't to you, it's just that Streamlabs needs to pick up people in the chat. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to loyalty, and everybody get in the chats, say things, talk, go, hello, hello, hello. I am here. I am me. Just say whatever you want to say. I don't really care what you say. Just say it. I mean, you could even call me a big, bald, fat, fatty fat. And that would be fine. So yeah, there you go. Heist, do something, do hashtag points or exclamation mark points, anything, and you will get points. Okay? Ready? Everybody get in there. You gotta get in there. I don't know what I just hit in Streamlabs, so you got 10 more seconds. And I'm actually on a 15-second delay, so I'm gonna do this for probably 10 more seconds. That way you have at least enough time. Chat, 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 chat. Okay. Ready? Aim. Fire. I can do one more time in like 10 seconds, but that's it. I'm not talking about it anymore because you guys are on a delay from me, so you'll get points. Just yeah, there you go. I DM'd you. Oh, Vishanti. Okay, good. Hi, Vishanti. Oh, Fake X. Ooh. Very nice anamorphic mind. I appreciate it, bud. We'll put that over there and we'll save that for a second. And then Vishanti. Back to Vishanti. Let me get Vishanti in here. Well, here, Vishanti. Where is she? Of course I still have the arrest record. Vishanti, do you want to come in here? By the way? Seriously, though. Because if you want to come in here and chat, you can jump in here if you want. I never get guests in here. I try to sometimes, but everybody's busy. And fight's too cool for me now. That's not true. We talk all the time. But he's busy enough that it's hard to get him on the channel, right? So, guess I'll send you a message. You want to come on? Do you want to come on, Vishanti? Sure. Okay, well, hey, Vishanti, you're in my Discord, I think. Just go to the... That's probably you. That's actually you on the Discord on my phone. Yeah, go to my Brainy Beaver and go down to, oh, geez. Sing It with Beaver. There's a talk channel there. Check, check. Mic check. It's working. I can invite you. I don't know. You're part of my Discord, aren't you? Okay, Vishanti's coming on. Everybody. All I want is for you to say Douchey McDoucherton, then my night will be complete. Douchey McDoucherton? That's funny. Wait, what are we talking about, though? I think I missed something. Douchey McDoucherton. There you go, buddy. Hello. How you doing? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, though. There you go.
I can hear you.
Ooh. Magic. You want to hear music? You can hear music too, see? I'll turn that off. That's awfully annoying. How's it going? How you doing?
You know, potato.
Potatoes? Why is that? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just stir crazy and not a whole lot to.
That's fair. By the way, if the patrons have changed or the end screen, I think I saw on my thing up there that I got a member minus. I don't remember seeing that come through. Maybe I did. So if you're not on the end roll at the end, I apologize. But obviously I work on that once every few weeks, so it's not an everyday thing. But Vishanti, so wait, he told you he didn't get arrested, but right here, as you sent me, I can see that there's an arrest record.
Yeah, ask me why I hate this dude.
And this is going to be the highest court. What? There was no arrest, and this is going to be the highest court. 5G is not welcome in my neighborhood. Just like it's not allowed in Israel, the Vatican, DC, etc. Is that actually true, though? It's not allowed in Israel? They don't even like phones that dial.
That's not true. They do have 5G in Israel. He's so far up his own.
How is it in the back of the HBPD police cruiser? I think, okay, wait, this is awesome, actually. I should really bring this up for... Can I show people this?
Absolutely.
Open link, and let's bring it up. Okay, yeah, there we go. I can just bring it up as a window. Boom. So yeah, so we've got the... Okay, I gotta move this window, though, if I'm gonna do it this way. Damn it! Well, we'll just drag this over now. I'll do the dirty, cheap way. Yeah, so as you can see here, he says there was no arrest, and this is going to be the highest court. 5G is not welcome in my neighborhood, just like it is not allowed in Israel. The Vatican, DC... The Vatican, DC? What's the DC? I don't know my Vatican, obviously. What's that DC? I don't know anything. Was it Vishanti? Flat Earth, seriously flat. Lol, the Huntington Beach PD adult arrest log says different. Share the link of my arrest, and then there's you sharing it. That's actually so awesome. That's an own comment right there. Oh my god.
That one is so great.
And that's what you shared with me too. Then is that what I believe?
Yeah. Yeah, and he never replied to me after that. He tried to reply to other people in the thread, but he quit replying to me after that.
For you to shave that melon. Oh my god, NA, please don't start giving me money and telling me to shave my head. My wife actually did say she likes what little hair I have left. And not in the sense of like I needed to have hair. But like she thought I looked good with like the very trimmed look. But tell you what, I have a price for eating pineapple pizza, though. Hey, Vishanti, pineapple or no pineapple on your pizza?
Pineapple, what's your price?
Wait, pineapple, what's your price? Like, what do you mean, like, how much would I pay you to eat pineapple?
No, what's your price? You said you have a price.
I don't know. If people just keep super chatting, I'll find out when I feel like eating pie. No, I'm kidding. I was actually, I will take all the super chats, don't get me wrong. But I was actually going to, I forgot when I ordered. I was going to have a pineapple pizza today, and I was going to eat it on stream. It's not my thing, I'm going to tell you right now. But I thought it'd be funny. I don't know. It's definitely a Canadian concoction. I mean, we make a lot of crazy shit, so that makes sense.
I like it. It's like sweet and savory all at the same time.
NA, thank you for the donation, though. I haven't made my American meme thing, but I do swear to God, it's still on my head and on my list. It's just I got busy when I started trying to get all this done. Got super busy. Thank you, Peter. Thank you at Brainy Beaver. Was Peter Harrington? What did I do, Peter Harrington? What have I done here? I don't understand what I'm getting thanked for. And then. Any laugh my ass off. I love you, buddy. Okay, so that's what you sent me here, though. Is that what I heard you say? Sorry. Is the actual same, like, basically a picture of the arrest log that you would have sent, that he would have put on that link?
Yeah. It does have his real name on it, so I don't know if he cares. Honestly, he tells people his real name anyway, so I don't think that's an issue. It doesn't have his address or anything or any kind of contact information. It just tells you his name. So.
Then I'm okay with it if it doesn't show his address and stuff like that.
Nope. Renee.
Sunset Beach. Petty theft from motor vehicle. Yeah, so we got charged. That's an actual charge then. So then he has to go to court, right?
He might be able to get away with a fine, depending. Court dates are kind of in limbo right now, so.
Whoa, yeah, I guess so, right? But either way, it's. Anyways, okay, so there it is. So if he says he didn't, So if he says he didn't get arrested, then I can bring up this at least and say, well, I don't know.
Yeah, is your name not Renee? Because
is that not your name right here? And that's fine. If you've seen that he tells people his name, then I'm okay with that. But.
Yeah, he does, and also this is a public record. It's not like I had to, request this via like.
Well, and if it showed his address, then that would be a little different too. At that point,
yeah, I would have blacked that out.
Redacted it and stuff. Hey, you know what I found out is you can redact something, and if you don't redact it right, it's still totally retrievable.
Yep.
Even on computer. You'd think. Well, I'll be honest with you. I watched Unirock and them unredact something, and they did it with precision that was absolutely disgusting. Like,
are you serious?
Absolutely. They took something that was redacted by Steve in that or whatever, or somebody had back. This was months back. I remember telling somebody else about this. I was in the room while they did it, watching them do it, like, because he was like, "We'll put that in the general, right?" So because that's a production Discord. That's why he doesn't just give it out. So they literally are making a video when they're in the general chat, live chatting, and he's using that's like his team of, people that help him produce his videos and stuff like that. So. But they were able to, I don't think that this is, by the way, in the face telling anybody this, because if anything, I'm giving him credit for something crazy. They took something that was redacted digitally, like blacked out and everything, and then, like you'd take it into Paint, you'd black something out, resave it, right? Put it in there. And
yeah,
they were able to, they were like, oh, do this and that or whatever, and I took it in the Paint, just messing around, just trying to see how they were able to, like, if I was able to do it. And I was able to get like one or two of the words to form, but holy shit, one of them was like, got it, and they like post it back up, and they literally had sucked the black out of it to the point where you could see the writing in blue ink again.
What?
You could see you could see the words they redacted out in blue ink, like in the blue like letters that were typed on it originally. I think it was a Twitter handle that had been blacked out.
Whoa.
Like who it came from kind of thing, and they were able to like get it to, I could just get the @ to form, but they were able to make it just appear. And I was there to watch them do it, so I know they didn't fuck around, because I was able to make out the first letter and everything when I tried messing around with it, but one of them took about 3 minutes and came back and dropped it in the thing, a picture of it, and you could tell clear as day, you're like, yeah, that's all he did is suck the black out. And
I mean, props for that, but that's creepy too.
Oh yeah, well, but what I learned, and actually Steve does know this, I saw him talk about it at one point. What I learned is that you can't, you have to like save it in a certain way and then save it again or something like that. There's a certain way where you have to do it where it wipes out the old data, because otherwise all you're literally doing when you like paint over it is you're literally putting, just like you took a marker and blacking over it. So but it digitally, I guess it like digitally overlaps it. So like there are ways to like pull that off somehow, I guess. And like,
yeah.
But they used just like, it was a photo editor. They just used photo effects, but they were able to like somehow isolate the dark and pull it away from the blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you're using layers in Photoshop, that's probably one of the things that you can separate out if you're trying to unredact it, because they're just stacked on top of each other, and when you save it, you're flattening them out. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
But that's exactly, you're flattening them. That's why it says flatten image, because you're taking all the layers and you're essentially flattening them together and smushing them into one. So you wouldn't think once you flatten the image, like anytime you save it, you're flattening the image typically. You wouldn't think you could unredact it, but it was crazy. There was like a haze of gray from the redaction that they'd done. And so, like, you know, I'm not saying anything of the whole Steve Unirock thing. It's literally, I'm 100% in the middle on what I'm saying there. But all I'm saying is it was impressive to watch them pull that out of there like that. And so, like, some of the information that they get access to isn't, you know, they're doing a better job of getting access to things that are being redacted than other people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It was interesting. But anyways, like I said, I'm not getting into that whole freaking cesspool of hate and disgusting. I am not a drama channel. Well, I am a drama channel. I'm a flat earth drama channel, you know? So Vishanti, do you want to hear what's going on while I'm listening to it with me here and chat with me about it? I can just pump the audio over.
Better go.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was using a really terrible French accent. I was saying, yes, of course.
I thought that's maybe what I heard, but I just didn't know. Things go over my head, right? I lose jokes quickly. So here, let me just make sure you can hear the audio. Should be able to hear this when it comes on.
A few of them, I know.
Right? I guess I could just here, and the other thing is I don't know how I would do that. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can actually pump an image to you, probably. I wonder what voice and video. Where is my video settings? I wasn't planning on doing this. Don't get me wrong. Oh, there. See, there it is. Yeah, perfect. OBS camera. Boom. Watch. Bang.
Yay! I can see it.
Yay! I think it might be backwards. Is it backwards or is it right way?
No, it's front way.
Perfect. For me, it shows up backwards, like a mirror. Anyways, all right, cool. Isn't that neat? Technology. Isn't that fun?
We live in the future.
It is. It's neat. I know it's fun. And actually, I guess I think I can. No, I can't show this window. Everybody, you're talking to Vashanti. Hey, wait a minute. Pop out? Oh, I can. I can pop the. Oh, yeah. Cool. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We're going to get Vashanti, her image up there in a window.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. Oh, Bella Charge donated 10 New Zealand dollars. Take some bacon money, Beaver. Oh, my God. You're too nice, buddy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let me finish this before I lose track of what I am doing. Here, Vashanti, have some music for a minute. It's free.
Yay!
It's terrible too, but it's free. It's so true. It's so true. But you know, free music's gotta be appreciated, you know.
Unless it's some dude out on the street with his mixtape.
That is true. Hey, I wonder, people. Is that Discord? No. Okay, here we go. Sing it with Beaver. Sing it with Beaver. Okay, one of these is going to be the right one. Okay, that's not the right one. That's the one. Right there. Boom. Okay, here. Right TV. Ah, look at it. We got a little Vashanti sitting up there.
Aw.
Cool. Coolio. Anyways, okay. So, I think, here, I'll get this up so you can see it. See, this is what we're dealing with here.
Oh, joy.
I know, it's gonna be fun. Don't worry. Just yell pause if you want me to stop.
Know that censorship will stop a lot of this stuff from getting out, as it has been lately. I'm hoping that some of you I haven't heard from in a while, that it's just due to censorship and maybe you being unsubscribed as opposed.
Oh wait, maybe I'm too far into it again. But is he not? No, never mind. We were there.
Stuff from getting out, as it has been lately. I'm hoping that some of you I haven't heard from in a while, that it's just due to censorship and maybe you being unsubscribed as opposed to life circumstances bringing you down. So I'm hoping it's just the censorship, even though that sounds like something YouTubers wouldn't say, but I'm not worried about the censorship. I knew that was going to happen. My concern is with you guys and everything being okay. Now, as I was going through these documents, you always find weird stuff. I didn't sit there and read real slowly. I kind of skimmed through them, so you may find more things than I did if you start looking. But these.
Oh, I know what this is.
It's military documents and stuff?
Yeah, this actually came up in a discussion not long ago.
Okay.
And there was a guy who we were arguing with in Fight the Flat Earth server who brought this up and was like, see, these declassified CIA documents were telling us that the Earth is flat and there's a dome and it's not rotating. And we were like, what? So I went and dug up like the original report in Russian or something, and he was like, wait, I'm going to try to read it. I'm Serbian, but I'll try to read the Russian, and I just ended up not getting it translated because of time. So yeah, I think I've seen this.
Well, this one, see, they're not in the Russian one yet, I don't think. I think they're in the, but then they get into the Russian one here, and of course this is translated. So the thing is, the other problem with a translated document is that Not every word has an English analog. So
Exactly.
They might be using the word firmament because there's no better word for firmament, and not only that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like there just might not be a synonym for it in the English language, for instance. So I mean, the person translating is like,
Yeah, and this document is very, very old, so people's definitions of words they change a little bit with time. So there are people that you can say the word firmament to, and they would hear the word sky. They wouldn't think, oh, that's a dome.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, and I apparently did not keep the window up because that would make too much sense. But apparently, I looked it up, and one of the synonyms, like firmament, absolutely does mean sky as well. So, you know, they use sky in parts of the we'll get there right here, but they use sky in parts of the Russian thing, and then a firmament in the next sentence. But that still doesn't mean that it's firmament, because they might be using a word that again doesn't mean, it doesn't mean heavenly firmament so much as it just it's
and they definitely did not use the word dome.
No, that's Operation Fishbowl that they're talking about. That one I think you're referring to. That's the one where they're like, oh, they tried to blow it up and stuff, right? Is that the one you're thinking of?
Something like that. I get all these conspiracy things.
Yeah, no, I think I know about that one. It's Operation Fishbowl, and they they tried to blow it up and stuff like that. When in reality, it's talking about, I can't remember, I read it, but it's talking about like Dome of the Rock or like a rock dome, or like there's like a mountain dome or something like that. They're just talking about a structure, like a geographical structure, but they're misreading it and going like, see, dome. As soon as they see a word, it like pops out at them and neon lights appear.
Conspiracy theorists misreading something? Gasp.
It's just crazy because they make so much inference when they read things, and meanwhile they don't like, you try to be like, I don't think that's what they were inferring. It's like, oh, they were, like there's no other answer. It has to be part of our evidence. Anyways, that's is a cotton-headed ninny muggin. I'm way back there apparently. I'm still back at people calling me names. All I want is for you to say douchey. Wait, I have been here. How far back is my chat stream right now? Oh my god. That's got to be like 10 minutes. Okay, so I take some bacon money. I got that. And if I go far enough back, there's NANA with 666, and there's all these other comments. You eat pineapple on pizza, I'll unsub you dead to me. NANA! NANA said if I eat pineapple on pizza, he'll unsub it. I'm dead to him. Did you hear that, Vishanti?
Some people have opinions.
Have a good night, Mikey. Sorry I didn't catch that while you were back to Trippy Mistress. Bring it on, biatch. Get Vishanti to sing. Oh, what a voice.
Oh my god, this again.
Were you singing in one of the streams? What happened here?
This is becoming a meme on the NASA Black Site streams every week that they're going to get me to sing. So it's just carrying over.
NANA said every time a pineapple pizza is made, a baby seal's clubbed to death. But I'll be honest with you, NANA, that's really good for our economy. So maybe this is important. Maybe we need to eat more pineapple pizzas. Because those baby seals, there's a good fur trade going on for those baby seals. I just don't know what to say. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's terrible, but hey, people got to eat. Baby seals. I'm kidding, Vishanti. By the way, I think that there'd be more humane than beating an animal to death with a club. Let's put it.
Yeah, I think that's utilizing human labor a little bit frivolously. I mean, if you're gonna kill baby seals, why don't you just throw them to the sharks? But maybe that's.
Operation Fishbowl was a series of upper atmosphere nuclear weapon tests by the U.S. in the 1960s. Yeah, they were trying to figure out what would happen if the Russians detonated a nuke above America. And, like, they theorized that it could F up a lot of stuff, and I think they were right. Were they not? I think they were trying
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I think they were trying to figure out, like, how much damage would it do to our infrastructure, electronics and electrical infrastructure, if the Russians detonated a nuke above a U.S. city? It's like, answer, it would pretty much debilitate it.
Pretty much all of it.
The best thing is it's the did you ever see the movie Broken Arrow?
Oh yeah, God, it's been years.
With Christian Slater, right? Dun 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 dun.
God, it was like John Travolta.
John Travolta.
God, who else was in it?
Hold on. Oh yeah, but there's lots of. Okay, yeah, it's this part. Okay, here. I gotta be careful. I'm risking copyright. I got it.
Risking it all.
Electronic equipment off now.
It's this part where he's like timing it. Remember, he's like, turn your electronic equipment off now, which is whether this is realistic or not realistic, I don't know. Other than that, an EM pulse would absolutely do what happens to the helicopter.
It probably would. Science doesn't matter.
Well, because it goes off, and then the idea is that this happens, but it's the helicopter. Where is it? I mean, I don't know if the ground would do this. This is all cinematics, but the helicopter would probably have problems. Like, hit the wall! Anyways, it's this part here.
That's some Star Trek level acting. Like, everybody hit the wall.
Like, I don't know what happened there, how the fucking helicopter got upside down all of a sudden, but, you know, shit went south. Let's just put it that way. Where's the part where the helicopter's having problems? There it is. Here it is, right here. There. No! Oh no, what's happening? Ah! Anyways, you get the idea. So, wrong button. Yeah. So they were trying to figure out what would happen if the Russians went boom boom up in their atmosphere, and I think they determined it wasn't going to be great. Yeah. But anyways, we'll move forward with this for another minute, because we do want to get to this Russian document here, so we can look at all the flatness and stuff.
In the description of the website, you can search for this stuff in. A lot of this stuff is searchable. Here's some of the declassified CIA documents that were shared in the past.
See, this one's such a known one anyways right here, right, Vishanti? I mean, it's crazy. They say, oh, they circle this, but since the shape of the Earth is not known, that's not saying that they don't know that it's a sphere. They're not saying they don't know that Earth is round and stuff. They're saying that they just don't know the true diameter and the exact, because it was the fucking, 50s? 49, right on the screen.
Put that back up like full screen and I'll read it.
Yeah, well, it's even smaller for you, sorry.
Okay, well, they're talking about the physical surface of the Earth, so when they're saying the shape of the Earth is not known, I'm assuming that means the topography, not the actual globe.
But I don't think they actually knew the true circumference of Earth at that point yet.
I think we did.
Well, like we had, but like to be perfect enough for aiming. This paper
is just like topography.
But you know what I mean, like for it to be perfect enough knowledge for aiming, because this was a tactical document on aiming. I think it was aiming like a mortar, I think an artillery shell or something like that, isn't it? It was a Navy document about firing onto another target on the ocean or something, I think, if I remember.
So yeah, it's not like they didn't know the Earth was a freaking globe.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that, and plus the assumed part is funny because when they get to that, anyways, we'll get there.
Not being known, and this was by Russia, who was ahead of us, if most of you didn't know that, in the fake space race back in the day, and leading up to the moon missions that we pretended to go on. They were ahead of us, and now I found it weird that they did not know the shape of the Earth back in 49 when they were allegedly sending people into orbit and doing things right after that.
Yeah, I thought this one was an American document, this one, but I guess not.
I know a lot of you thought that was strange as well, but just to summarize some of the things they were...
Here's the other one.
We're saying in those declassified documents about the firmament, we looked at things where they were testing the brightness of the firmament. And
well, so here you can read this. In your study, clear daytime sky, the observations were carried out in 12 locations at various altitudes above the sea, various climatic, meteorological, and synoptic conditions. The observations were carried out mainly during high transparency of the atmosphere in the visual range of the spectrum in the absence of snow cover. In the absence of a snow cover. Russia, I guess that makes sense. In the investigations, 2 instruments designed by V.G. Fasenkov were used. One of these was a visual photometer of the daytime sky intended for measuring the brightness of the firmament. Remember, translated, so whatever that means. The other was a photoelectric photometer for determining the brightness from, and that's...
Yeah, this is the research that we were pulling up, and we were trying to show that this was an atmospheric and like meteorological paper. This wasn't like, oh, they're measuring the dome and they're trying to measure the reflection of the dome and all that.
Well, they're like measuring albedo and stuff like that, and trying to reflectivity of the surface and the brightness of the sky, and it's. But the next section here, it's the. A method is also proposed of determining the brightness of the clear daylight sky at any point based on measuring the brightness along the allocanter of the sun and the 5 to 6 points of the firmament. He actually, I think, shows this a little better in a
sky
second.
And measuring these things, as well as looking at the brightness along the certain parts of the sun and 5 to 6 points of the firmament located at various zenith distances. So they are looking at the distances of the firmament from the sun. Thought that was kind of cool that they are trying to figure this stuff out way back when. And they're talking about the assumptions of this.
So here's the year, the 1957 Institute of Physics of the Atmosphere. Institute of Applied Geophysics. See, physics of the Earth.
This makes me want to go get my notes. I don't remember if I actually downloaded the original paper or not.
Well, classified in 2000, published in declassified. Sorry, in 2000, published. But it's like sky right here, like for instance, a method is also proposed to determine the brightness of 5 to 6 points of the that's what I couldn't read before. Allocanter of the sun of 5 to 6 points of the firmament located at various zenith distances. I don't know what the hell 5 to 6 points means, but they're talking about like an angle or something, aren't they?
It's like 5 to 6 different data points. So like you're taking different coordinates in the sky. So they're doing atmospheric measurements, and they're using stuff like, you know how pilots use the word ceiling for their atmospheric visibility and stuff like that? That's what they're talking about. It's not talking about a freaking dome. God, these guys are so dumb. And I mean, it even talks about it. They're talking about the diffusion of light further on down in that paragraph. So yeah, cherry pick.
Oh yeah, it's sweet. We're coming to a sweet spot here. I commented on it. It's awesome. Watch this. He's about to say it. Listen to what he says. It's so awesome.
This right here that we can't say without getting our videos censored or having that Wikipedia article show up underneath them that gives a bunch of lies. It'll probably show up down there anyway.
So he's trying to avoid saying flat Earth. He's trying to make the Bella charge to New Zealand through Super Chat. 730 HSSV 07738. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Here, I'm going to put that into Google. Maybe.
Oh, that's the paper.
Oh, that's the paper? How the hell does he know that? Bella, how do you know that? You guys are incredible. How do you even know? Urban Dictionary? Look at the word upside down. Okay. You son of a bitch. It says hello asshole.
Oh my god. That's what I get for not looking at the screen.
Look what I fucking well got. Look when I looked it up. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. This is how I figured it out. Like, look at the words upside down. And so then I went back and looked at his fucking super chat, and it says, "Hello, asshole."
What a nerd.
I love you, Bella. Oh my god. Okay, that was good. That was funny. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, that's funny. Okay, so yeah. Man, you're good at this. Is it just because you did all the research on it, or is it because I'm really stupid when it comes to like knowing? Because I mean, 5 to 6 points. As soon as you pointed it out, that makes a lot of sense. But before I was like, I don't understand what 5, 6 points is.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's because it came up in an argument with this person in Fight the Flat Earth Discord, and they just, God bless, this person just brings up random cherry-picked stuff from flat earthers and goes, what about this? What about this? And while we're trying to explain, they'll just go, well, then what about this? What about this? And it just makes me want to hit my head against the wall. So yeah, we had a huge discussion about this, and I was in the middle of getting the original article, and they either gish galloped on to the next thing, or I had to leave the office or something. I don't remember. I'll have to go get my notes.
Oh, don't worry about it if you don't. I mean, if you want to, but if otherwise, yeah, we can keep moving here. I mean, it's all good either way. I'm just saying. But Bella, thank you very much for being such a nerd.
But if you talk about
look at it upside down, now he's telling me you're behind, Bella. We figured it out in the future. Remember, there's a delay, Vishanti. It's for in case I'm debating a flat earther and they do something stupid. I guess I could turn it off for some streams, but you know, it's on.
Based on these assumptions of a Earth that is not spherical, and talking about the firmament in the same document, very interesting that they are doing that and deriving formulas from this. Those of you who believe in the globe, that's okay. Just know that the people who are doing formulas for space travel and experiments were looking into those assumptions and saying they have to assume that.
Frank from Way Off Topic, what's up, bro stuff? He's in the chat, sorry.
Because otherwise, they would be completely off with their calculations. Now, here's some more of the...
Hey, Factored, when are you coming over for steaks? And, like, when are you buying me a steak and then coming over is actually what I'm saying. I'm broke. I mean, I'm always broke. Are you broke? We could be broke together. We'll buy our own steaks if that's the case. It's okay.
Documents I found that I thought were cool and I would like to see more about them. Not that I will. I know the firmament's going to roll away pretty soon, and we're going to see greater things than that. But the second day of creation, this firmament, this great expanse...
That reminds me, I actually have a steak sitting in my freezer.
Was made.
What, this? Yeah, of course. Sorry. I had the thought that I realized that while I was saying that is that I have a steak actually upstairs that I hope hasn't gone bad. That would suck.
I love
stars placed in.
Oh, I know. It's a trust me, I will be pissed if that went bad. What day is it? Holy shit, it's already Wednesday. No, that's not bad. I picked it up on Monday. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm going to cook myself a steak tomorrow. Anyways, I've been busy. I lost track of what day it was.
Inside of
But, well, I mean, time has no meaning anymore. But, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Oh, T-bone. It's just so good. It's not about elitism. It's just the meat is so... It's so... There's like that tenderloin section of it, and then it's got the... It's got the... I was thinking about something I show you now. You know what I mean? It's got that tenderloin section, which is really soft and always so supple. And then it's got that other, like, kind of like the other half of it on the other side of the bone is like more of like the fatty cut. You know, it's got like the gristle. And if you cook it right, like on the barbecue, and you get that caramelized, like, you know, where the fat's got the nice little bit of like char to it and everything, it almost becomes like the fat becomes almost like sweet and salty. It's, I love it. A little like bold original. Yeah, like bold original barbecue sauce, a little bit of Montreal steak spice. Mwah.
Man, I just had dinner and now I'm hungry again.
Why do you have to wait a couple weeks, Factard? Did you guys quarantine? Were you guys touching people and each other and you got quarantined or something? Why is this a couple weeks? Why, damn it, Factard? I don't have cooties. I've been wiping everything with Lysol. You can trust me. Come on, Factard's a little older, you know, in his advanced age. He doesn't want to come too close to us youngins. Us millennials scare him now. It's a new world for him. I'm just teasing you, buddy. he's swearing at me right now.
You kids and your technology and your memes.
I mean, he's a little bit older than us, but Brady Beaver, boo! Why are you booing me, NA? We're just trying to have a good time here at the Brady Beaver channel. I'm sorry.
The document here.
NA, if you were around, I'd totally take you up on having a steak. I got a few steaks. Come on over. I'll fire up the barbecue. Where do you live, Mr. Andrat? I may or may not be single in the future. I don't know yet.
This equipment, a camera.
I can come down and have steaks whenever I want at that point, I guess. That's not true. I'll have kids and stuff. It's all a lie.
That was able to capture or photograph the entire firmament down to the horizon. They were using a convex aluminum mirror to reflect the sky. So very
okay, let's actually read this for a second here. Ah, man, I squished it. Oh, no, that is the whole thing. No, why is the whole thing not on? Oh, I see what's happened here. Okay, hold on, I gotta do it like that. My bad. Okay, so... Jesus Christ, there's so much to take in here.
That is what she said.
Oh my god, that's funny. I'm like, you're my favorite zombie ever, Vishanti, just so you know.
You set that one up, to be honest.
If anybody doesn't know, Vishanti was a zombie in which show was it again? It's The Walking Dead, right?
The Walking Dead.
She totally had her head cut open by a shovel, I think it was.
Parking sign.
You got parking sign good, yo. It's like a split second.
Give me the old banana split.
Vishanti was just gone, just like that. That's so cool, though. They do like a what is it? It's like a zombie run here every year or whatever. Where I don't know, or maybe they probably won't this year. Everybody has to get together, so that's not happening. But typically you'd all get together, and I've never done. Everybody gets together and like drags themselves down the road, acting like zombies. But at the same time,
good. I was about to say running zombies are stupid. They better shop.
As much as I think it's kind of cool sounding, I also think about the idea of going and realize that I'd be surrounded by complete losers. Oh my god. See, it's funny, like...
How dare you talk about my people that way?
No, but it's funny. Anytime you ever see like a zombie walk or something like that on the news or something, they always look like losers. So, like... And as much as I'm like...
They're dead, Beaver. Cut them some slack.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're not. They have made choices in life at this point. Anyways, I'm kidding, because that's all I'm saying. I'm admitting that part of me thinks it's awesome, and the other part of me is like, he's like, that's so, like, just what are you doing with your life? But then here I am sitting on YouTube. But I'm entertaining people, the people that are important, all of you.
Zombies are entertaining.
Listen, I watched The Walking Dead. I probably watched you get murdered and just didn't know it was you. I just don't quite remember. There's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, I quit watching it.
I mean, if you were only a zombie once, I mean, how many zombies did Maggie
Technically
kill?
Twice.
Okay, fair enough. You were in the other walking scene. You were one of the other zombies again, right?
Yeah, it was in the one where Glenn breaks out of the prison in the riot gear.
But you know what I mean? By the end of that show, how many heads had Maggie, popped or like shot or like cut off, or so many heads. So, I mean, Vishanti was just one of those many heads at that point, and she's become a blur in the static that was zombie death. But it was pretty...
You sure know how to make a girl feel special.
There you go. Well, I mean, this is why I'm having relationship problems, I guess.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. I'm being satirically funny. Listen, you got to laugh at yourself, and so if my pain brings other people laughter, I will take that. I will, put it on me. What song is that? It's the that's about what. I'm trying to think of the song. What is it? It's put the load on me. Dun dun. There it is. I was trying to get the beat to pop into my head. What is it about? Is like put the load. Is he like trying to mail or something, or is he putting a load on her? Speaking of which, trying to change the subject a little. Did anybody see Team Skeptic's latest topic on his channel?
Yes.
I got to see that. And by the way, why do I recognize that chick in that video?
You know what you do on your own spare time. That's your business.
That's not what I'm talking about. No, what is she? What do I know her from though? That girl, has she just made the news before because she's that dumb, or like, did you see it, Vishanti?
I mean, yeah, I don't recognize her, but I don't really pay attention to, I guess, the things that would make her famous. So that was the first I've seen of her that I can recall.
Either that, or she has like a doppelganger somewhere, which is possible. Every once in a while, you do see people you're like, you know, and then it's not them at all. Like there was this kid that was like, it was like going back in time, and I'm like, man, you look like somebody I knew in high school, except you look like he looked in high school, so it's not you. It's not him. Like, it's the thing. Like, I know he's aged, so, but it was like, it was crazy. It was like you're in a time machine looking at like, and he wasn't a friend, but he wasn't not a, you know, he was an acquaintance, but it was just like, wow, you're a spitting image of somebody I knew. Anyways, moving forward.
Very cool.
I'll talk
they were
too much.
Trying to capture the entire firmament down to the horizon, and
so here you go.
Publishing these works. Maybe more people knew about it.
That was a bomb, right?
So
right here, by the way.
And publishing these works using a convex aluminum mirror to reflect the sky. So very cool that they were trying to capture the entire firmament down to the horizon and publishing these works. Maybe more people knew about it than we thought back then. So let's
Fermament. Vishanti, he found it. Isn't that like a little nuclear bomb they're blowing up right there, and then they're just watching like the atmosphere
this clip
glow?
is literally they flipped that image upside down. That's
Think so?
there's a weather phenomenon that accounts for this, and one of the other videos I watched on this topic was like, yeah, that's just an atmospheric thing, and then the guy was like, that's just what they want you to.
That it's flipped upside down though.
There's a longer clip that has clips of this kind of thing in it, and two of them are right side up and one of them flipped upside down. They're like, see, this is what it would look like if it hit.
I mean, listen, the sky's gonna glow when you blow a bomb up in it. Like, for fuck's sakes. A city makes the sky glow.
I know.
Like, it's just... There it is, everybody, the firmament.
Shooting.
Everybody, we found the firmament, everybody. We've got it. Congratulations. We can all go home. You recognize her because we all know Dodgy Bird's mate. Darth Weezius, Vishanti said, at Brainy Beaver, you recognize her because we all know Dodgy Bird's mate. It's like saying chicks be crazy. I think it's a Sprite. What are we talking about? Sprite? Like one of those Sprites? Like a Sprite's I know he's not talking about the pop. A Sprite's
No, the weather phenomenon. It's a Sprite.
A Sprite. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. The chat room.
That chick was hot. Oh yeah, no, Bella, she's smoking. Yeah, I saw that chick. I was like, wow. But I do recognize her for something. I feel like, okay, so I watch a lot of Philip DeFranco show, which is arguably like news and YouTube news. Like, there's a lot of like YouTuber news, and I feel like she's been talked about before because, God, I was like watching it. I was like, I recognize you. Anyway, I don't know where he finds this shit, by the way. I try to find crazy shit like that, and I do not find it. Where in the world did he find cum drinker, like Ice Cube guzzler, whatever you want to call it?
I think, ask yourself who you're talking about. You probably just answered that question. I love you, Team Skeptic.
Well, but like, is he going to like Reddit to find these things and stuff like that? Because I search for this kind of crap, and I swear to God, I can't find it. I'm searching the wrong things, obviously. I just don't know how to search like a complete pervert. T is going to have to give me some lessons. Team, did you hear that? I need some lessons on searching like a complete pervert online. Do you got any lessons? I heard you're good at it because you found some chick that has Ice Cube.
I thought the skit part with his son in it, I was laughing so hard.
When she said the thing about, like, it's best to get it as fresh as possible. I mean, I thought the same thing that Team Skeptic was to say is like, well, I mean, it can be as fresh as you want it to be. Well, like, I don't know what else to think to that. I mean, Jesus Christ, listen to what she said, Vishanti. I'm not even trying to be a pervert. I mean, she's the one that said it, not me. I was just like, I don't know what to say. It's like,
I was watching that clip and I just kept thinking, there's no way this is real. There's no.
Oh, she's dead serious too. She's just like, gobble, gobble, gobble. Put him, and then he's right. Like, how would you ever drink an ice cold glass? Like, do you want some ice? Nope. Thanks. I'll have the clean glass right out of the cupboard. Thanks. Lightning sprites. Oh, okay. Interesting. Lightning sprites. You watch a lot of Prawn. I do not. I mean, maybe. Semi-single right now, Bella. Thanks for digging it in, buddy. $2 New Zealand. Thank you, Bella. No, you can say whatever you want about me. I don't give a F. You know what? Google does know I watch a lot of porn. That's why those got locked in as my initial Wait, but hold on a minute. My style has changed a lot, and for some reason it has not switched up. So Google one day decided I like porn, decided to put it right here. Decided to put it right here on the front of my. Why is that not working? Bang! Google decided I wanted a lot of porn, and they put it right there. RedTube and YouPorn right there. YouPron.
You realize you can delete those.
Well, but I do go to them, so I mean, I don't want to delete them. but
I'm mad about it, but it's true.
Well, listen, Social Blade's here and Keep Vid. I need all these things, but all I'm saying is that, like, I don't go to RedTube very much anymore. You know, there's a lot of YouPorn going on, but I think I've been probably going to, like, maybe X Hamster, which is not what you think it is. There's no hamsters involved on that website. Thank you.
Greeny Beaver goes to X Hamster, pass it on.
Well, let's not click these buttons here. Let's just put it that way. let's get the F out of that.
Freaking Greeny Beaver porn bombs his own stream.
Oh, I have a delay. That's what the delay's for, Vishanti. If I porn bomb my stream, I discard the delay. You have to do it very quickly. You have 14 seconds by the time you figure out what's gone down. Go.
Clear the hamsters, clear the beavers, clear the platypus.
It's like there's a button here. I hit stop stream, and then I get a drag down, and it's like just stop now or stop and discard delay. And then it'll take the whole 15-second delay, quarter minute, and just chucks it in the garbage. So, yep. But since I didn't click the wrong button like Pokimane, did you hear about that, by the way? Did you see that?
No.
Pokimane showed prawn. Oh my god, my stream is doomed.
Yeah.
So did you hear? It doesn't. I don't think the word is actually bad, but it might trigger the algorithm to, like, say demonetized because it got said so many times. At which point I would still ask for a review because, let's face it, we're just talking. But did you not hear about that then? You did?
No, I'm not in on, like, the YouTube personalities and stuff.
Okay.
I just have, like, a few little corners. But...
Okay, watch this. Watch this. I'll actually show the very beginning of Philip DeFranco's show because he is the easiest way to do the where is it? Okay, I'm actually just gonna go to his main channel and find it here because you'll love this. It's freaking funny. I just have to find Pokimane's picture. Controversy, blah blah blah. Pokimane. Maybe I have to go back farther than I think. This is just the other day, I thought. I have to look at the titles. I don't want to read. Give me a break, bruh. Well, there was one with... Okay, hold on one second. This literally just happened the last week. Okay, so she was streaming... The reason I don't want to search is I don't want to find... His is scrubbed, right? And I know it's scrubbed. There it is. I know it's scrubbed because I saw it. So I know I can trust that Philip DeFranco isn't going to porn bomb his channel. So I can show this one. Watch this. This literally happened, okay, Vishanti? This is on Twitch. Now, she's a huge streamer, and she makes them tons of money. So she got given a warning. A not safe for work warning, and like got her little hand slapped, and then like get back to work, right? Whereas, you and me would be completely removed from the service immediately, like no questions asked.
So, yeah, that entire story, I didn't hear any of it because your stream froze, so I just had to log back in. Oops.
Oh,
that's okay. I'll go back and rewatch it later.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Can't you hear me? But I don't understand. Can't you hear
like
me on
Discord did a thing, so I had to like leave the voice chat for a second and come back. So I missed your story, but I'll go back and watch.
Okay, so but when did you leave? So because I haven't played anything. How far back did you not hear?
Literally none of your story.
Well, but I don't know what story we're talking about. Where did I start? Would you hear me? Because like just about what?
Oh, the dude porn bombing is.
Okay, no, this is a chick right here. So this girl right here, you could see her then, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Pokimane, she's a huge Twitch streamer. This happened. Now you and I would be removed from the service like forever. Like immediately, no questions asked. We wouldn't even be able to find a way to talk to a person and explain that it was an accident. We would just be instantaneous. But because she makes them a ton of money, of course, gets the Twitch treatment, which is here's your hand slap, get back to work kind of thing. So this is literally her screen. I don't know what the outside area is, but this is what happened. He has changed the screen that comes up to his, okay?
Wait, we
I refuse to jump into it today.
That's literally how it went down and how she showed her porn, but imagine it's not him.
Wait, we
I refuse to jump into it today.
Oh dear.
The moment she realized she just sucked up porn onto her screen. That's the only danger with when you're actually like streaming full screen like that with no like you can drag whatever you want onto that screen. It's gonna show it because she's doing display capture is what she's doing. So she's showing her entire screen.
This is a different chick than the one who left her stream open when she went and had a date with Rosie Paul.
She did what? Maybe I didn't hear this.
Did you hear about the chick that she thought she had ended her Twitch stream, but then she went off and had a private moment with herself at the stream?
Really?
Yeah.
When you're having a private moment with yourself, you got to really make sure that stream is off.
Yeah, she did.
That is an interesting When did this happen, Vishanti? You have opened up my eyes to something that I didn't know about.
I think it was this week, but it was another chick who, yeah.
That is crazy. You know what? It'd probably be on Philip DeFranco's show. Where is it? Where did it happen? This is the Shelly one. Here's the... I'm just kidding. It'll be somewhere along here. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, we can get back to this a little bit here. And I don't know what else he has to say. Let's just let him talk a bit more.
Lots of experiments regarding that. Also seen some about the temperatures of the firmament with really high numbers given. Very high. And this is something that talks about the color temperatures of the firmament and how they would amount to 6100 to 1750 Kelvin.
That's so.
Did you not realize the Kelvin scale?
So, like,
oh my God, does he think that that's hot? I'm laughing so hard right now.
No, I know, because this is what I saw this and I was like, oh my God. I was like, so he thinks that. But, like, that's just a color temperature scale. Like, if something was that hot. Isn't the case? So the Kelvin scale for color temperature, isn't that just like if something was this hot, it would be this temperature, right? Or it would be this color, sorry. If it was this temperature, it would be this color. It's not saying that it has to be that temperature to be that color, though.
Yeah, that's definitely not not what that means at all.
Like a 6100 or 6000 Kelvin, fluorescent bulb isn't 6000 Kelvin. Like, you know what I mean? Holy shit!
Yeah, like the
Man,
chat
I plugged
says,
in that new bulb. It burnt the whole house down.
The side chat's like, so sunlight.
It's so he's surmising that means that is the temperature of the firmament. That ranges from those temperatures.
That's so stupid, and yet they want to say there's an ice wall. Okay.
Well, wait, that's a good point, Vishanti, because wouldn't the firmament like melt the ice when it touched the ground wherever it was touching?
Yeah.
I think we just
I mean, that's how domes work.
Oh my god. I was watching, what was it, Comio? Did you see that Comio thing where he was laughing his ass off talking to Dearth? He puts his shit behind.
I literally don't know.
No, you haven't?
I think is Dearth or D-I-R-T-H. Is that who you're talking about?
D-I-R-T-H or something. What is it?
Dearth. I always call him Dearth too because it makes him sound stupid.
Derp as far as I'm concerned, but Comio's with a K, isn't it? Comio? Hey Frank, if you're watching, tell me how to spell Comio. It's your hero, not mine. He loves him because he's like a podcaster or something like that. Upload date? Somebody tell me how to spell Comio. See if I can get it on just Google searching it. Spreading! Oh my god! Man. Oh, it's Anthony Comio. That's right. That'll help me get a better search. Does anybody know who I'm talking about here?
I'll be honest, I have no clue.
Frank, are you fucking out there? God damn it. Texas ass. Buddy. We are going hardcore right now. We're going hardcore mode. 1 second. Call his ass. Coming in on the call to Frank. We're gonna let this happen if he answers. Because okay, so he was talking. He's talking to Dearth. This I can't believe you must know what I'm talking about. I made fun of it at the time. Come on, answer, you dick. He'll never be there when I need him. It's just like all the women in my life. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. God damn it, answer, Frank. Chance to famed him, Frank. We have a podcast together, everybody, by the way. You know, Way Off Topic Radio. Check it out. It's on YouTube these days, but we didn't podcast last weekend. Okay, well, I don't know. Anthony Kumia. Okay, we got this. I was letting Google lead the way. I was starting to just type letters. Where is it? Okay, hold on. We're gonna type flat Earth. Flat Earth. And then Google just, as soon as you type the word flat Earth, I swear to God, like, they are being suppressed. Let's face it, okay? Because watch this. Okay,
Good.
But like, look, watch. Anthony Cumia Dearth, okay, right? Now watch. You can't see the very top. That's why I've searched at the top here. Anthony Cumia Dearth. And I'm just going to type the words flat Earth and hit enter again. Now watch. Now look, 1 month ago, 4 months ago, 8 years ago, there's... So now watch what happens when I hit enter, and all I've added to this is the words flat Earth. Watch. Boom. It's all ABC News, National Geographic, The Guardian, Netflix is a joke. Look there's the Jubilee thing. Like, it's all these mainstream things, which, and every once in a while
I mean, good, because only the dumbest of the dumb finds the corner that people like demarble.
Oh, look at that. He had. Oh my god, here it is. Gotta be careful, he'll tag me.
It's really important that
I wish it was,
Oh, by the way, while you're looking for this thing, I was watching the live stream of NASA today before the launch got scrubbed. And just because I'm insane, I had the live chat on, and there's literally like 147,000 people in the chat.
Okay.
Fucking flat earthers. We're in the chat.
You should have just went in there and went, debate me, bro! I'm just kidding.
God, I wanted to just flip my phone over. I was like, you guys gotta be kidding. Get a life, losers.
Okay, it's this conversation right here, but maybe he'll have
it's
a link
really
to
important that we differentiate between the people who are actually
Why
trying
would
to
they ever have it forever?
Now we have infrared.
Well, he's got pieces of it, so why not, I guess. It's like
These that have made Antarctica off limits to anyone, anywhere, yet.
Except the recent
tourism.
Yeah.
Said is there's a lot of tourism that goes on there now, but they're saying that they barely let them on.
Yeah, the
like they get them there. You can walk a little bit. You got to stay on the path. You're not allowed to do anything.
North Korea.
They show you fake pole.
Potemkin Village.
Right.
Pole.
And then you.
so they get.
I don't know if they know this, but Antarctica's fucking cold. It's a barren friggin' wasteland. There's nothing to do. You'll die.
How's things in Canada land? A. Sif DK. I'm doing okay. Chris Katsolis. No, at Brainy Beaver. Extra J. It's a Flurfer unit of temperature measurement. Flelvin. Nice. the Flelvin. The flat earth Kelvin. The Flelvin. Oh, I never told you guys what my idea was. I had this, okay, so we've only got till 4 a.m. Well, I guess I'm playing till 4 a.m. Marabino, I am streaming, god damn it. Thank you for being a member. I will come play soon. Damn it, I have to make a video, Marabino. God, fuck. I'm running out of time. Anyways, so we should listen to Kumio first here, and then I will have the other thing ready.
Fucking, you're off and running.
This is a penguin.
But anything about
Amazing.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
So he gets freaking Dearth on somehow, which, I mean, this is great.
Last person that tried to circumnavigate Antarctica, the shoreline of Antarctica, was Captain Cook. It took him 3 years. He went almost 80,000 miles and didn't make it. You know why?
It's just like he rapid fires at him and everything, and it's crazy shit. Like, it's typical crazy Dearth crap. And he, like, they're like, hey, calm down and stuff. Like,
because the Earth is flat. Antarctica is the shoreline surrounds the days, and we're seeing things that are 500 miles away. Jay Tolan Media on YouTube. He's got amazing, impossible shots. Even if the Earth was 10 times the size and the curvature was that much less, he's seeing way farther than we can see. We can see too far.
I don't.
So he bitches all that, but I want to hear Anthony talk again here because it's funny shit. When Anthony starts talking, like it's like it's awesome.
That you guys never think of the scope of Earth, how big it is. You always are making great distance to start even noticing a curve, but you guys just blow it off. If I can, it's a fucking hack.
He's an asshole.
Fuck him. Of the.
He talks about it's just the part I wanted to find, which I'll never find on here, so I won't worry about it. But he talks about he starts going like, who the fuck is cleaning this thing? He's like, I can't even keep the windshield on a new car clean for a day. He's like, who the fuck is wiping this thing down? He's like, trying to say keep it clean and everything, right? So you can see through it and stuff, which is a good point. I mean, let's face it. Anyways, good times. Should we finish a little bit more of this? I think we should, maybe, just see if he's got one or two more dumb nuggets in him.
That's cool. It's probably why when people were trying to send men in the Air Force up really high back in the day, a lot of them, or one of them, I heard back in the when they were sending them up in balloons, not rockets. The guy came back to Earth and had a fever of 108 degrees. This guy was experiencing something that sent him straight back to Earth. He aborted that mission because he started getting too hot. Could be because of things like this. I know it does get
Is that
cold
the one that fucking burnt alive on re-entry? Is that the one that like burnt to a goddamn crisp?
He has no idea what he's talking about. Honestly, anybody that's like, oh, it's a balloon.
Okay, so anybody who doesn't know the story of the first Russian who actually, I think, went to space, the actual first Russian, because Yuri Gagarin or something wasn't actually the first, is what the understanding is. Isn't that true, Vishanti? I can't remember what the actual...
Yeah, he wasn't like the very first.
He was the advertised first because he was the first to survive re-entry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's the first one that made the round trip.
He's the first one to come out and go, "Yay, that was fun." But the actual first person into space, basically, they recorded him screaming obscenities at the Russian people, the Russian leadership that put him in his position while he burnt to death on his re-entry. So.
Ooh, and if you're really into conspiracies, there was a female cosmonaut, and she burned up in re-entry. So
there's some evidence that they fired quite a few people into space before they got it right. So, like,
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
There's a lot of, like, even when you look at their moon missions trying to land an object on the moon, which, remember, they were the first to actually land an object on the moon and get images back from the surface, I think, weren't they? They just didn't land, like, humans. They landed an actual, like, artificial satellite, I think, on the moon. But to do it, they were, like, just firing missiles at the moon. Like, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this, we'll try this. And half of them aren't documented. Like, they've got mission numbers that are missing entire strings of mission numbers between them until they get to the ones that had little successes. And so, like, there's suspicion that they were, like,
nothing to see here.
Yeah, just hawking shit in all directions, including potentially humans in some cases towards the end, where they were like, "We think we're ready." Never came back. They're like, "Whew, I guess that was wrong." So, like, there's even the possibility, there's the odd, this is conspiracy level stuff, but there is the possibility, some researchers believe, that there's the odd icicle floating out there in space somewhere. The human pop, basically floating out there that never came back because they got the numbers wrong. And that, I believe that could be possible, knowing Russia. You know? Look what happened with the goddamn Soyuz just in the last few years. It's like somebody's like, la 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 la, zink. It's like, whoo, just he puts a little glue on it.
A lot of shit went crazy in Soviet Russia under Stalin and all the propaganda that, like, I mean, that's partially why Chernobyl was such a freaking disaster, is because you can't admit when you've done something wrong or that you're not capable of handling something, so it gets, like, way out of hand. And then people die. So.
I mean, they didn't have a clue what they were dealing with is what the problem was. See, like, even Russia to begin with, part of the problems that Russia had is that, see, America was the ones designing and actually, like, working on the nuclear power. Like in the sense of, like, they were on the forefront of designing nuclear power plants and stuff like that, and nuclear weapons, let's face it. And Russia was always lagging a little behind on that forefront. So what was happening, though, is that Russia was stealing through espionage a lot of American nuclear power technology and stuff, because Russia, as well as America, thought it was the future. Nuclear power, right? Like this infinite amount of energy that you could get from this mineral out of the ground. It sounds like it sounds like heaven. Obviously, there's pitfalls, we know, to nuclear power, which actually make it almost not really as beneficial as we were thinking it was once, but that's being worked to be more efficient. But basically, they were stealing the technology from American scientists, and so what was happening is the Russian scientists were looking at this, and they didn't know why American scientists had made some of the decisions they made with regards to, like, separating coolants, like, for instance, not contaminating certain coolants, like waters, and actually having, like, heat exchangers, kind of, for instance, that would, you know, had made of materials that would resist radiation, so the water didn't become radioactive immediately and stuff that they were using for cooling. And just all kinds of design decisions. And and the reason that the Americans had made those design decisions is because American scientists had paid with their lives essentially for these mistakes. And so Russia, they would just look at these things and go, well, why would they do that? There's no need to do that. Like, it would be more efficient if you just dumped the water, let's say, like right into the process. Well, okay, give her. But you don't realize the reason they're doing it. The reason they're doing it is because they ended up with all of this nuclear waste, this nuclear contaminated water, like tanker trucks of nuclear contaminated water that you can't get the radiation out of. What the fuck do you do with all of this? So instead of actually having a system where it was like American nuclear power plants, it's not like they don't create contaminants, but you know, like they would basically, like, you know, they would isolate different coolants and try to keep the water as long as possible, and they were ways of mitigating. Whereas the Russian system, they would just dump water right into the core, like, you know, like right next to the rods and shit like that. Wow, I mean,
yeah, their whole the type of power plant design they were using was so bad.
Man,
so bad.
Did you ever actually watch what happened with Chernobyl, like the actual chain of events that occurred to make it possible?
Oh yeah,
it's
I watched,
a work of
I watched
art.
some documentaries on it, and then I watched Just Science on it, and then I also watched the HBO miniseries on it, and it was just like, holy shit.
Well, the HBO miniseries, if you watch Thunderfoot, he kind of rips it apart a little bit because there's a bit of dramatization occurring.
Oh yeah, I mean they combined like a bunch of people into one, and they exaggerated.
They exaggerated the shit out of things and stuff. But but I watched a thing, where they explained like the actual, like, if you ever watch a thing of the actual process of events that on that exact day that led to it. It was, what happened is they were gonna test and I might get little details wrong, but look it up, people. It's interesting. They were going to test a shutdown system where if there was an emergency, they had backup systems that would kick on the cooling system for the power plant. Because of course, with nuclear power, cooling is obviously the biggest deal. So you got to keep those rods cool so they don't melt down. So they had this system where if the turbines, if the turbines ever shut down, they had these backup turbines that would kick in or something like that. But then on the day where they were supposed to do the test, they were basically, they were supposed to shut down the power plant at this time, but there was a huge need for power. I can't remember if it was a summer day or what the detail was, but I guess they were drawing a lot of power, and so they were given the orders to delay the test and not shut down the power plant. And so, but I guess shutting down I guess the thing that's really interesting about nuclear power is that you get these, and I'd have to look it up again because I remembered it at the time and I'm realizing right now it's a little fuzzy. But you get these, like, all these different, like, particles that form, like exotic particles. And if the nuclear power, the fusion reaction has to be sustained at like certain levels, because you actually get these particles that develop that affect you like 6 hours later and not now, because they're exotic and the way they behave, they don't affect you in the now, they affect you later. And so part of running the power plant and bringing it down to a certain level is like doing it in a way that brings it down and has these certain exotic particles form in a certain way. And I guess it's like the balance, I'd have to watch it again, but the balance of nuclear power is like basically they have to have an abundance of these particles that are holding the reaction down at the same time as they have the right amount of abundance of reactive particles.
There's a really good channel that did an explanation here. The guy's name is Kyle. I don't think he's actually with the channel anymore, but he kind of looks like a discount Thor. And it's like That Science or Just Science, and he uses like markers to draw like the events that happen and all these like really cool diagrams, and he breaks down the science of it. It's like a cascading avalanche of stupid decisions.
Oh, it's everything. It's everything. A cascade of events. I'm sure I've seen this video before. It's probably this. It's probably how it happened right here. Now, I wonder if this is. You never know. Sometimes it has like open source. You're like, yeah, I can play as much as I want.
When a reactor.
But it was like, okay, so they had this problem anyways where anyway, so yeah,
inserted in between the uranium.
Yeah, so what happens is they have this setup where the rods, they have these rods that are inhibitors, right? And there's reactive rods and inhibiting rods. I guess some of them are made of well, let's say it right here.
To slow the control rods are to generate electricity.
Yeah, right here.
A nuclear reactor is like a giant steam engine. Uranium fuel rods react to produce a massive amount of heat. That converts water into steam, which drives huge turbines.
So then, yeah, they have control rods right here. He's going to mention, yeah.
To generate electricity. Control rods are inserted in between the uranium to slow the reaction. And it's crucial for cooling water to be pumped around the core to prevent overheating.
Now they have thorium rods, or they have other rods that they can drive in there in the same thing. They can pull out the, I can't remember the graphite rods. I think those are graphites or something. Anyways, they can pull out. They can pull out the graphite rods, and then they can drop in other rods too, and they're actually like to boost the reaction. So they can basically pull rods out and drop rods in, and they can, you know, it's a fairly, you know, it's a ballet of process of keeping the reaction running, and it's this beautiful little like ballet, right? Like I said, and so I guess what happened is they were demanding power, and he's probably gonna say it here. To be honest with you, I should probably just play a little bit of this.
But as the test began, almost all of the control rods were removed.
Well, yeah, okay, so what happened to lead to that, though? Because he didn't explain that. So what happened is they were being told...
it got super hot, and they were trying to cool the thing down, but instead of, like, them doing it gradually or whatever, they did, like, a huge process all at once, and it created basically an explosion of steam, and it just blew the whole fucking thing.
Well, what happened, apparently, the channel I watched said, and this makes sense, is what happened, okay, so what happened is they were supposed to do the test at a certain time. They were told they needed power, so they left the power plant running. But instead of doing this proper power down process, where these certain particles that form in a certain way, these exotics, they left it running high, but then I guess at the last second they were like it was like too late to do the test, but then they wanted to, of course, you know how Russia is. Somebody came in, probably the head of the department, and said, "Oh no, we're gonna get her done today, because you know I'll look good, right?" And so they I guess surged forward with doing the test, but I guess in the process of doing what they did, where they were trying to power it down and then they powered it up, they created a surge of these extra particles. And so what was happening is when they went to go do the test, they had this surge of exotic particles coming into the machine, because I guess that's what I learned when I did the research, is I guess the exotic particles you form like hours previously, and now they affect you later. So what happens, because they didn't manage the reactor properly, they were now getting flooded with these exotic particles that were actually inhibiting their reaction. So then what they did is they pulled out a bunch of the rods, the inhibiting rods, okay? So they pulled out a bunch of the inhibiting rods to try to get the reaction to fire up, okay? And they started getting it to fire up, but then water poured into because the way theirs was set up is, like I said, everything was raw right into there. So what happens is when they pull the rods, water went into the openings, right? It goes in and fill the spaces between. But water actually is an inhibitor too. And it collects those exotics or something like that. And so what was happening is all of a sudden the reaction started falling. It was still falling all of a sudden again. And they dropped below the threshold of power they needed to run the backup reaction on the cooling system, which they probably might mention. But either way, so what happened is the whole point of the test was to have the power plant essentially simulate like a power problem where it couldn't run its cooling system. And these backup turbines were supposed to kick in and start feeding the cooling system. Well, they dropped below the threshold all of a sudden, and the backup cooling system wasn't kicking in now. So then they ended up with this problem where, yeah, they added a massive amount of heat. But here's the thing. So then it was something like they tried to do something where they drove. That's what it was. They went to push. Oh, okay, that's what it was. The rods are attached to each other. So when they pull the rods all the way out, what they're doing is they're pulling reaction rods into certain parts. And when they went to push the rods back out, they like forced all the water out, which was actually causing an inhibited reaction. So in the process of doing that, they created this, well, they're going to show it right here. They created this magical, like you said, Vishanti, they created this magical situation where they somehow, like, I think they even had to override something, didn't they? They had to turn off an override. And
they kind of, in very layman's terms, they basically, shut all the power down instead of doing things gradually. And because they cut the power to all of their like fail-safe systems and whatever crap they thought, instead of stopping the overload, they actually caused the water basically to like immediately turn into steam, and a pressure buildup happened, and then kaboom.
It was pretty oh, maybe it was Scott Manley that did it here. I think he might, because he knows his shit. He might have been the one that told me.
Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today I want to do an extra episode of Going Nuclear, where we talk about why the reactor number 4 at Chernobyl exploded in 1986. Now, to dynamically change the neutron absorption rate and keep
right here,
the
see
amount
these things
of
right
one
here.
to trigger another reaction, they could escape the core completely and be lost,
$2.
or they could be lost by being absorbed.
Streamlabs is being mean to you. I'm sorry. I hate Streamlabs, to be honest with you. I always
type
lose.
Of atom that doesn't
Thank you very much.
fission.
That's really, really nice.
Reactor designs include materials inside them that are designed to absorb the extra neutrons. These are materials like boron or cadmium, water, and they contain things like fuel rods, control reactor. The channels are a series of pipes that run vertically through the core of the reactor, which carry cooling water, and they contain things like fuel rods.
This is where he talks about right here, see?
This is colloquially referred to as...
Yeah, right here, see? Right here, riding the wave or something, watch.
Down to about 30 megawatts, too low to run the test. At this point, the reactor was in a state where it was going to be really hard to bring it back up to power. That Xenon 135 was still building up, and it wasn't being burned off because there weren't enough neutrons flying around. Any neutrons that were...
Yeah, here, right here. I gotta go back a little bit. Watch this, right here.
Adjust the control rods to keep the reactor rate constant. In an active reactor, the Xenon 135 gets removed by being burned. When it absorbs a neutron, it becomes Xenon 136, which is much less likely to absorb a neutron and is very stable. Or if the reactor is idle, then it's not generating any neutrons, so this will decay into cesium-135 with a half-life of something like...
And by the way, if you guys aren't following Scott Manley, I don't know what your problem is, but you should be.
9.5 hours.
He's an actual physicist, an astrophysicist.
But it's important to realize that if the reactor power is reduced, the xenon production will continue at the rate from 6.5 hours.
The xenon production, see? There it is. Right there. So it keeps producing even though you're not running the reaction anymore, so it builds up, see?
Ago. But the burn rate now occurs at the lower power levels, so bringing a reactor power down puts it in a situation where the neutron poison builds up and slows things down even more. Normally the reactor was designed to operate at about 3,200 megawatts, but for most of the day preceding the accident it had been running at about 1,600 megawatts. For the test, the power was supposed to be brought down to about 700 megawatts. And to be clear, when I talk about reactor powers here, this is the thermal power being generated inside the reactor. This is not the electrical power that is coming out of it. So the power reduction from 1,600 megawatts to 700 began at about 10 minutes past 11. And just over an hour later, the operators who had just changed shifts managed to stall the reactor, and the power levels...
So yeah, they end up stalling it is what happened while they were about to do this test or something like that, right? This test of their cooling system or something. And this is like the horrible chain reaction. But I like this one because Scott Manley knows his shit, and he even shows you graphs and like of what was happening. Here's where he tells you what happened with the rods right here. Okay, this is what I'm working towards. So let's let him... I don't want to get tagged by him, but it's for science, Scott. Scott, it's for science. I told everybody to go. All 47 of my viewers. Come on, don't hate me.
Plummeted down to about...
I feel like he's a pretty down-to-earth guy. Scott, I watched so many hours of your stuff. You've gotten a lot of ad money from me, buddy.
30 megawatts, too low to run the test. At this point, the reactor was in a state where it was going to be really hard to bring it back up to power. That Xenon 135 was still building up, and it wasn't being burned off because there weren't enough neutrons flying around. Any neutrons that were being generated was being used to burn up the xenon. This is colloquially referred to as being stuck in the xenon pit. But that wasn't the only effect choking the reactor of its neutrons. Remember that water is a weak
here we go.
absorber.
See right here.
Now, during normal operation, the cooling water is being boiled, and that creates low-density voids in the water. And this reduces the effective density of the water and therefore the amount of neutron absorption. So when the reactor power crashed...
I don't know. Do you know who he is, Vishanti, at all? Have you ever seen him?
Yeah. Red Rhetoric was supposed to be streaming the launch to his channel today.
To Scott Manley's channel?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Really? Holy effing shit.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
That's just like fucking wow. See, like, that's the whole 6 degrees of separation thing, because that means that I'm 2 places away from Scott Manley right now. Like one connection. Red. Scott.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons everybody was like super bummed out that they scrubbed it, is because we were really looking forward to Reds getting on and like kind of doing that thing with Scott Manley. So we were like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. I'm super jealous. I'm just kidding. I mean, I am. That's crazy. Well, I hope he gets the chance to stream it to him the next time. I was going to go live, but I was literally like flying back into the house, like throwing things down, trying to, like, my dad texted me. He's like, no launch. I'm like, fuck. I had a call I was at, so I would love to have streamed it, like, just like stream the SpaceX launch. I would have totally respected if people were watching Red's real launch. Fine then. Maybe I'll just piggyback.
Wait till Saturday now.
I'll put a tiny little TV. The way I'll do it in the future is I'll stream the SpaceX launch, and in the back corner somewhere in the stream there'll be like a tiny black and white TV showing Red's launch. So and then like it'll just be like kitty corner in the back of the stream, be like, that's Red's launch, you can go to his channel, watch that one. And that way, you know, it's not like you can't, hey, listen, for copyright to be a thing, is does it replace your content? And right now I'm definitely replacing Scott Manley's
all
content.
the way down. The water wasn't...
I mean, not really. Look, I've got this tiny window. If you want to see this properly and not squished out, you got to go to his channel. He's not that wide, I'm telling you.
Being boiled, and that means it was absorbing even more neutrons than normal. So under pressure...
Wait a minute, what was that graph showing? I want to see that for a second. Oh, that's bar. That's like a pressure, density, temperature. Okay, I see.
That means it was absorbing even more neutrons than normal.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck it means, but it means something. I get it.
So, under pressure
right,
from
Vishanti?
the lead engineer, the controllers attempted to restore the
Did that
reactor
mean anything
to
to
a
you,
power level.
that graph?
Like, I don't know what this means. Oh, I wasn't really looking at the graph.
Oh, it's all good.
listening
It
to
didn't
him.
matter anyways. I don't think it was the joke anyways. I don't think either one of us. It just had colors on a graph. I mean, frankly, he could have been showing us a prostate exam graph and we wouldn't have known the difference. So.
Well, I hope you would have known the difference.
Well, if it's just a graph of prostate like glands or something like that, I might not. I mean, I'm not old enough to have that finger thing yet. That's coming. Don't worry. That's like a 40 thing. Maybe it's 35. Either way, one of these days my doctor's going to say, I need you to cough, and here's my glove. I'm putting it on. It's going to happen. Apparently it's a lot of fun. They give you a towel because you kind of squirt a little.
Where the testing occur.
That's like the male happy button, right?
That's what my my not heterosexual brother tells me. I've never had mine massaged, is what I'm saying, so I don't fucking know, but apparently that's what I hear. So now that we've totally X-rated this and made it an adult stream.
God, we've gone from like scientific papers to butt stuff. Great stream.
I'm not even allowed to say have crap pushed in on Uni's stream because it's sex related.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, fair enough. Hey, listen, his stuff doesn't get demonetized, so say what you will. I started kind of following a little bit more like strict mantra on my videos as far as the profanity and stuff, and I finally got the YouTube algorithm to lay off a little. Like, so it has been not demonetizing my latest works of art and even my my streams, believe it or not. So yeah, shockingly, I got the AI to chill out a little. I was like, cool it, bro, I'm okay. He was like, all right, I'll give you a chance. So anyways, I was shocked. Even my the Shelley one, I thought they're sure that topic was gonna get like, but it didn't. Anyways, I want. Wait, this well, go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
The funniest thing that I've read on Twitter this whole week was a post that said, "Every day on Twitter, there's a main character, and the goal is not to be it."
That is amazing. You're right. That's so funny. Every day there's a main character. It's like, look at
Don't be it.
Look at this bitch and what she did.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Wait. So way after Reds is Scott Manley famous is when's he inviting me on his next stream?
Right.
So that's all I need to know. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Reds. I'm gonna have to really, really suck that knob. Listen, Vishanti, I'm not afraid of getting to the top, okay? The top of whatever I need to get to get to the top.
You know what? Do what you gotta do.
That's terrible. Anyways, Scott Manley, take it away for 1 more minute, please.
Which meant they had to reduce the neutron.
Okay, let's go back 10 more seconds so we can know what they were talking about.
Even more neutrons than normal. So, under pressure from the lead engineer, the controllers attempted to restore the reactor to a power level where the test could occur, which meant they had to reduce the neutron absorption, and of course, they did this by pulling control rods further and further out of the core. The control rods in the RBMK reactors used boron carbide as their neutron absorber, but if they were simply pulled out of the core, then the space left behind would contain water, and that is also a neutron absorber. So to enhance the effectiveness of the rod, they would instead pull in a piece of graphite that would act as a moderator and therefore enhance the reactivity of the system. Therefore, this in theory made the control rods much more powerful controls of the reactor. Normally there were more than 200 rods.
Yeah, and what had happened is they had pulled so many frickin' rods out because they were panicking and they were trying to restart the reactor.
Used to control the core, but with all the xenons stealing their neutrons, the operators pulled almost all of them out. There were equivalent of less than 8 rods left actively.
So they went from like 200 to 8.
Controlling the core. And yes, that does sound dangerous, but I imagine that the operators were no doubt comforted and encouraged to do this to push the limits because they knew that if things got out of hand, there was...
Sorry?
We went from like 200 to 8. It's fine. It's totally safe.
It's okay.
Totally.
But I guess if you stall a nuclear reactor, it sucks. And they would have been like in a lot of trouble. Because I don't think it's super easy to get that bitch running again, you know? And they would have been not having power. I'm not saying it was acceptable to do what they did, but I think that because I mean, I remember something about them overriding something to be able to pull as many rods as they pulled. Like it would normally not let them do that.
And they really shouldn't have done that test anyway because of the circumstances from the day before, but
well, and I remember seeing something. An American nuclear power plant at the time, and even now especially, would never have let them pull that many rods. It would have absolutely overridden them and stopped them from pulling all the rods. But he's getting to the event, I'm sure, that turned into the big boom. I wonder how long it takes him to get him. I don't want to steal his video here, like just to be totally blunt about it. Let's face it.
Always the emergency power shutdown switch. They could reinsert.
That's right. They had an emergency power shutdown switch. They had a button that they could press, and it would just basically, jam them all back in. But this is where the beauty of it. Sorry?
You know the button is giant and red.
Yeah, it probably was like the easy button from Staples, I'm sure. But
absolutely.
But yeah, they had a button. I guess it had like a wax thing on it. They had to just I guess they just had to like rip the wax seal and smash. I can't remember. It was made to be very quick that they could hit it, but it wouldn't happen by accident. But it would literally, I guess the idea is that what it would do, what this emergency thing would do before he even says it, because I know it's Scott, is I believe it would jam every control rod in the entire thing back in at the same time, and it would do it in like an instant.
This is literally the nuclear power plant version of steering into a skid. you start to like panic and you jerk the wheel the other way, and then your car starts to spin.
Yeah, see, he's gonna explain there, but honestly, you guys should go to Scott Manley's video about this if you want all the details, because I don't want to copy his content, because let's face it, there's like a respect thing plus a copyright thing, because it is his. But here's where he explains kind of what I believe he explains, because my understanding was that they had pulled the rods so far out that they'd pulled them like beyond the other. I can't remember.
And this motion has to be added to the neutron speed, changing the effective velocity of your neutrons flying through the core. Self-stabilizing reaction. And in the RBMK reactors, the destabilizing positive void coefficient of the water was normally offset by this and other stabilizing mechanisms. With the reactor in this low power, low flow state, some changes in the pressure, flow, or temperature began a power feedback loop, and the reactor power began to rise rapidly. And as the power began to rise, the water began...
Somebody said it would have had to be shut down for 2 days. Safe DK said it would have to be shut down for 2 days before they'd have to be able to power it up again, which makes sense. It'd be a whole power down procedure where it'd have to like wait till everything stopped, and they'd have to do this boot up process that probably would take a couple days,
and boiling at lower and lower points in the channels, allowing the reaction to effectively move down in the core. See, normally at higher water flow rates, if this happened, the pressure of the water would push the voids back up and it would self-stabilize. But with the water flow being low because of the low power, that contributed to reactor instability. Around this...
So it was something like the water was boiling in the things or whatever. So I think that there was like less and less water in the channels, which was actually making the reaction increase even more.
Yeah, like feedback loop.
Yeah, it was creating like all of a sudden just the process of not having the pumps running, and I think those, because there was like those emergency pumps weren't working properly at that point because they weren't getting the power.
This time, the reactor scram control was triggered. This was the AZ5 switch, or the EPS, Emergency Protection System 5 control. This is actually a cluster of 6 buttons with plastic covers and wax seals so that you couldn't casually
Big red
them.
button!
Each big red button! Hey! Vishanti wins! Yay! Here, you get a JM blah 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 blah. Once my hard drive catches up.
Blah.
Here it is.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shelly's been fabulous. Shelly's been fabulous.
Those aren't going anywhere. I gotta get more flirfs in there. That's the reality. If anybody gets sound clips of things funny that flirfers like making funny noises or like doing things really like unique and obvious, like I guess I should have one of Jaren going, "That's interesting."
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah,
and you need one of Bob doing 15 degree per hour drift.
How can he ever live it down? Oh no! Oh, listen, my chair was rotating. I don't know.
The buttons initiated different safety procedures. For example, I think one would bring it down to 50% slowly, and there would one that would bring it down to 50% quickly. But AZ5 quenched the power to 0 as quickly as possible. And of course, the way it quenched the power to 0 was by inserting those control rods as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, this wasn't a particularly fast process because the rods had to push down these channels and push the water out of the way. And they would only move at about 40 centimeters per second. The core was about 7.
So they're actually slow.
Meters long. So it would
What
take
is that?
18
What is that in
seconds
freedom units?
That's 40 centimeters a second. That
Like how many bald legal feet is that?
Did he say 40? Hold on.
Possible. Unfortunately, this wasn't a particularly fast process because the rods had to push down these channels and push the water out of the way. And they would only move at about 40 centimeters per second.
That's I mean, you know what a meter is. Let's face it, don't you know? It's about a yard. You know, a meter I think is a little shorter than a yard. I mean, a meter is a little longer than a yard, which is like a football yard. And so it'd be 40% of a little bit more than a yard.
Are you literally asking me to do math right
Well, I mean, 40 cent. Okay, listen. In real units, because that's what like physics uses. A kilometer, everything's divisible by 10. It's in a series of 10.
I know how
So I know. So like for me, a meter is like 40 centimeters is 40% of a meter because a meter is 100 centimeters. I mean, it's all very simplistic for me. It's 1,000 meters to a kilometer. Anyways.
I can't believe you're actually making me go downstairs and get my centimeters.
Well, I don't know. I mean, okay. Hey, Google. 40 centimeters in inches. 15.748 inches, bitch. I'm just kidding.
That is not what she...
Well, she didn't, listen, I've trained her. She doesn't like other women, okay? She's mine. I like it when she calls me Big Rudy. Did you know you can get her to call you whatever you want her to?
Oh my God.
I'm serious. I don't mean like sexually. Come on. I just mean like you can be like, hey Google, what's my name? Hey Google, call me Big Rudy. Yes. Yeah, she calls me Big Rudy now. Did you hear the Google at all, or could you?
I heard nothing from her.
Oh, fuck
which
you.
made it even more
I gotta
funny.
get a Google. I gotta get a Google closer. Okay, well, she said, okay, I will call you Big Rudy from now on. So now she's calling me Big Rude. Yeah, I don't do these things on my own. I used to do them with my wife around, but now it's not funny. Now it's sad. Understanding I finally managed to be free for a brainy live stream. Hi, hey Chucky McNubbin, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering what happened to you. Metal Jacket, get sound clips from McToon's latest debate. That might be fun. Did you hear Aussie Jesus say the other day that there is no formula to calculate buoyancy?
I quit listening to him a long time.
Yeah, and wait for the xenon to dissipate from the reactor. Oh, that's from the power down. Okay, so let's finish Scott Manley here, I guess.
But yeah, you also need to get clips from MC2.
Go ahead, sorry.
The debate that MC2 had on Tuesday with this guy, he was like, dude, you're gonna laugh and you're also gonna break something because the guy he debated was the worst.
Was it the Spanish dude or like the I don't want to say Mexican, but like
no, he was it was a dude before that. He was from like Manchester or something, like up in the north of England, so he had that really nasally northern accent, but he had a verbal tick to where every time he started
no, I was watching that. He's like,
he would say yeah.
Boot me off. I want to be booted. I want to be booted. Boot me off.
They're being smarmy.
You're being smarmy.
Mommy.
Oh my God. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, guys, I was watching that. I think I was driving in my vehicle listening to it because I had it on the Bluetooth and to the van radios. Is it you being smarmy? And it was like, boot me off. I want to be booted right now. Boot me off. And I'm thinking.
And I'm just like.
I'm like, well, you can leave on your own. I wouldn't have booted you off either. I think it's way funnier listening to you bitch about wanting to be booted off. I would have left you right in your spot too. Absolutely. It would have been awesome.
I'm trapped. Let me go.
I'm trapped in a cage of technology. How do I get out of here?
I'm trapped in a glass case of emotion.
Can you imagine he calls the police and says that you kidnapped him on his fucking stream? He's like, I was stuck inside that Meets call. They were spying on my house. I couldn't turn it off. I had to bang my wife in front of it.
He was being smarmy.
He was being smarmy the whole time. I could hear him. Oh my God.
He's just being rude to me.
It's being rude to me. There you go, being smarmy again. Was the whole stream just him being like that the entire time?
Yeah, and it was just like he had this verbal tick where he would just say yeah after like every third word of a sentence. He'd be like, so sat there, yeah? And you're just trying to be making fun of my friends, yeah? And then
Well, he was bitching about people being like hidden in the comments, and meanwhile, like I was looking at it and going like, I can't see anybody being hidden in the comments. I'm a moderator.
Nobody was being hidden in the comments. We checked.
I couldn't see anybody being hidden. There was no like scroll. I scrolled up. I'm like, there's nobody being hidden in the comments. I mean,
yeah.
I let them. You can say whatever you want about me. Just don't say something very vitriolic, threatening. There's limits, certain words and racist things and stuff like that, right? I mean, I trust the mods to know what they're doing, but like other than that, you can come in and piss fit at me. But bullying, he comes in and he posts with like all caps, like a freaking child. You're like, oh god, like I wouldn't leave that. I wouldn't leave you in there either. Just spamming up my chat like that. First of all, stop using big caps like a big boy. And talk normal, and you can shit talk me the whole time if you want. I mean, fuck, I leave what is it? Multi Tom Tom can sit in there and shit. I don't know. I suspect Multi Tom Tom's a Poe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've wondered that too.
He sent me 12 pounds. Who the fuck? Why? I mean, he might have. Yeah, he gave me a 12-pound super chat. I don't know. He probably went and asked for, like, did a refund so that he could.
Honestly, I don't know what to think about that because Earth is Seriously Flat used to be a member on, like, Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth channel. I don't know if he's still a member / Patreon, but he used to super chat them all the time, and it would be like, demonic globe zombie emoji, flat motionless Earth, emoji. I'm like, what's your problem? Why are you giving these people your money, you idiot?
Cypher says the Brit also has the worst green screen ever. Yeah, he wanted to be booted so he could say he won.
Friggin' awful.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. I knew that's what it was. He wanted to be booted because he wanted to be able to be like, oh, they booted me off. It's like, boot me off. But the thing is, like, but now we just died. Vishanti, you do a good job.
And they were being smarmy.
We've been smarmy the whole time. I should absolutely take clips of him. You being smarmy, McToon?
Oh my god, please. It's so funny.
That
the guy was a complete...
Good times. Well, here, let's let...
And the best part of that is when MC Toon brought in like 8 other people at the end of the stream. Let me all go.
I did, yeah. Now you got 3 people ganging up on. Look, you need 3 people. It's like I don't need anybody. I just thought I'd bring 3 people in.
Ganging up on
me. Started bringing in more and more people. I was like, I wish I was home. I'd say, Toon, send me a link. I'll come in.
God, if I wasn't at work, I would have gone in and I would have done my.
Yeah, because it was early, right? I think I was driving home from a call, so I think I was just listening to it on the radio, but it was awesome. I was like, he's like, listen, there's 5 of you now. There's 5 of you. He was like, oh my God, this is funny. He's being smarmy at me, all of you.
I wanted to go in there so bad and do my Jut Monk the Drunk Monkey impression. I just wanted to mess with him. By that point, it was a dumpster fire.
I've been moving interstate, heading south to Tasmania, so I've been busy packing and sorting. Fair enough, Chucky. Well, good luck, buddy. We will be ending soon because I've been streaming long enough. But we'll let Scott finish telling us about Chernobyl and possibly gaining me a copyright strike. I don't know. We'll see how he feels, I guess. I think he's a cool guy. Hey, Scott, fist bump, bro.
Tell your friends with Red's rhetoric.
Yeah, we all love Red's rhetoric. We love tell them all about him, and then tell them to tell Red's rhetoric about me. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I mean, who doesn't want to like latch on to that? It's like, hold on. You're just like, hold on. Okay, I've got your coattails. Go.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm ready. I've gripped him good. I cut a little slit so I can really grab a hold of that. It's like you just mush. Anyways, no, good for him. That's really awesome. But here we'll try to we'll just because right now he's gonna explain exactly what happened. I think, and it was like this perfect, terrible storm.
Meters long, so it would take 18 seconds to completely push the rod down through the core. The control rods also had to push the graphite rods that had taken their place out of the way. Now, those reaction-enhancing rods were about 4.5 meters long, and they were positioned so that they were central to the core. That meant that you had about 1.25 meters of water above and below them. This had the effect that when they were being pushed through the core, the lower couple of meters initially had water displaced and replaced by graphite, and that meant the reaction at the very bottom of the core was enhanced as soon as you started shutting the reactor down.
So that's what it was. So now I remember. So it was basically that they had... That's right, that's what it was. They had pulled so many rods out that the act of hitting, because they never accounted for every stupid decision that could be made, which is fair. The act of actually hitting the emergency shutdown is the event that created the explosion, because of the fact that all of the graphites at the same time had to push down. And when they did that, they created this, like when they pushed the water out, they just created this extra reactivity in that bottom section of... So I guess they were reacting at the top and not the bottom. And then as they went to push down, these areas are at high reactivity, but then they created more reactivity at the bottom, which was just like this perfect storm of reactivity. So it just was like an insta boom, like you said. It was just instantaneously, it just became a problem.
What's the meme that's like, you can't shut this down, we don't have enough control rods in the particle. The other one's like, haha, reactor go boom.
We don't have enough control rods. It's funny. It's like, anyways, I did have other things that was, we can skip some of them, but we've already covered all of that shit. And really, what is this though that somebody sent me?
Typical space.
Oh my god. This is something I'm gonna have to review later, obviously.
Land it at Cape Canaveral, and the cameras on the
Ah,
boosters were
Jaren.
showing simultaneous images. They were showing absolutely.
God, he looks like an idiot. I mean, I just think he's such a... Look at this. This is the way they do it, which is fine. I get it. I don't care. I don't give a crap, but they've got... Sorry, I'm looking on the right panel. It's Super Chats. Man, he's doing pretty good there. I wonder how much of his stream is all just... He's got Mark Sargent on right there. That's all of them, eh? Man, I should have called Marky. So that's what he's doing during the day, eh? Okay, this is boring. It's all typical Flurf shit. So, I don't know. I think we should start moving towards the exit here.
This is fake. It's all CGI. Of course there wasn't a launch. They couldn't get the green screen.
Oh, don't get me wrong. This is only an hour and 11. I plan to listen to this one day while I'm, like, cleaning the house or something. And like, I usually keep a pen with me and a piece of paper, and I write down timestamps for stupid shit. So, like, if they say enough dumb stuff, it becomes something that we can talk about, and I'll just have timestamps of the stupid shit they say, because that's the best. But listen, everybody, to the fans out there that are watching, the whopping 50 people I had on tonight, which that's okay. The topics were a little bit, but anyways, I appreciate everybody here. What I was gonna say is, listen, if you're in my Discord and you do happen to, find, cum ice cube guzzling YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm not saying I wouldn't take those kinds of videos. I don't know, was that double negative? Was that proper? I don't even care. I'm tired. But all I'm saying is, I'm okay. If you listen, even if you show me like the right, Reddit that I should be part of, I don't know, something, because there's got to be a secret to where all of these really stupid people come from. But I guess really, I just need to type the right things, like P Drink 2020. Yeah, that'll win. See, watch this. Watch this. P Drink in 2020. Drinking 2020.
I wonder what all allegedly Dave's up to during this. Is he still drinking his own?
Oh, God. See, why do they block... Blah. Be honest with you, people drinking their pee is just one of those things for me. It's just... I mean, I'm sure it is for everybody, but it's just like... No. It's like, it's not cool for me. Well, hold on. Let's do my upload date and see if we get some... Yeah! It doesn't actually...
Oh my god.
Tell me you actually... Don't do it. Ah! I'm leaving it blurred. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. That's P. Okay, I'm out. And you know, I guess that's how we'll end the Brainy Beaver stream. Vishanti, I'm gonna put on some soothing music in the background while we chat our way to the end here. I was gonna ask you, is there anything that the shills or whatever you guys called now, the something network, E-I-O?
It's spelled E-I-E-I-E-I-O. I think it's pronounced I network.
Is it actually E-I-E-I-O?
The uncalled E-I-E-I-O. I'm just kidding.
I never realized that. Is that like the farm song? E-I-E-I-O.
Oh my god, yeah.
Did you think about that till now?
I didn't name it. I'm not a shill.
Man, I'm thinking about now is E-I-E-I-O. And I went here, and I went there, here, quick, there, quick. Oh my god. That's all I'm thinking about now. I gotta talk to Dick. I gotta be like, is this something you did on purpose? Because if it isn't, that's gonna be a joke in a stream soon. Or on a video, because
I'm just a member of Uncalled Foursome. We're gonna have a really lighthearted show this week. Last week was super heavy, super serial. So this week we're gonna, bring it down a little bit. We're not gonna be as super serial. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll be back to some more intense topics.
I didn't plug Prime Red too, by the way. I feel really bad. I said I was gonna do that. So hey, by the way, everybody, if you haven't seen Prime Red, not to jump in there, Vishanti, but I feel bad about that.
No, it's cool. NASA Black Site Area 69 is still popping off. We had Speak Truth on last week, and that was super fun. So this week's also going to be really cool. We're talking about birds, so come check.
Yeah, that's cool. And what channel is that again? Like, I know it's the one you're up there.
Yeah, NASA Black Site Area 69.
Yeah, NASA Black Site. That's right. You got squirrels everywhere.
Exactly.
You guys are watching squirrel launcher videos. Last time I tuned in, I was doing video edit, just so you know. I was doing video edit, and I tuned in. Before I forget, everybody, by the way, go to Prime Red's channel. Literally, I think you just have to Prime Red. That's 30 subscribers. Let's get him to 100 at least, guys. It's just Prime Red. There's no other way to spell that name. Like, I think you can see it right there. It's big enough. It's maybe that's behind the letters. Fuck that. But it's right there, Prime Red. It's got like a Lego. His image is like Prime Red.
Lego Optimus Prime.
Prime Red. Boom. Check him out. I have seen his stuff. See, look at, see, that show's played. See, look at. I'm not a fucking liar. See that red line right there? I don't lie. I watch this shit. It's like you go along and they're all empty. It's like, oh, I'm on the wrong account, man. Anyways, but yeah, check his stuff out. NASA Black Site, yeah, no, last time I checked in with you guys, I was like doing some video editing. I was about to shut her down for the night as far as that stuff's concerned, and like I log in and I'm like, you guys are just like funk, and just like hucking squirrels.
Yeah, that's literally our new intro, is the squirrel getting launched before the like intro clip roll.
It's so funny. Man, squirrels are the bane of bird watchers' existence. They hate them.
Yep.
EIE Network.
I know. We used to have them in our backyard, and we would take our BB gun and shoot them off of the bird feeders.
I think, Brown, it would be funnier if it was EIEIO Network. I want it to be a farm network now.
We've got to start that. We got to tell Dick Dawson and everybody it's EIEIO. I mean, they have a monkey already.
You have a monkey now?
The I Network, Shill, Jetmonk's a drunk monkey. So they're already partway to.
Wait, he's with the EIE network, isn't he?
Yeah, Jetmonk is the shill.
Yeah, I know Jetmonk. I was gonna do a collab with him for like animal stuff, but like the stuff with my family and my wife kind of was occurring, and so it just ended up getting pushed away. I feel bad about it, but you know, his life kind of took off, and summer is such a hard time to get things done for a lot of people because there's so much going on, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, 2020 is burning to the ground anyways.
Wade the Scrapper, Uni is looking for me in the Tarkov White Part pre-event. No, I'm coming. I gotta get my streaming on. I got my peeps to stream to on Wednesday. I don't know where, it was a little bit of a lighter stream. There's not as many people here tonight, but that ebbs and flows. I don't think it's ever the same any week. I think summer's on now. People are getting their summer on now. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, so check out NASA Black Site with Vishanti and friends, as well as Prime Red, as I showed you. That's a good one to check out, everybody. I do want to thank the people that super chatted and all of the members out there, which I do see a few of you in the chats, which some of you are blue wrenched already. So you end up
Oh my god.
The blue.
Brown 01 just gave me the best idea. Instead of EIEIO, it should be the EIEI no.
And then Mike71, how's it going, buddy? We're about to check out, unfortunately, if you just got here, so I do apologize. No, I was the idea I had, by the way, is I was watching this Integris ad for this because it's for my Stephen Pennington, and it was like I don't know, maybe the joke won't land. I feel like it will, but it was like, I don't know if giving it away is a big deal. I think it'll still land for you guys if I do, but there was like this, is this the one? Integris. That's gonna totally get me demonetized. Oh, here's the one.
As far as just kind of knowing that I was in medicine. It was the day-to-day little things, you know. I got to write prescriptions. I got to see patients in the clinic and diagnose little things that maybe to the patient was more serious. You know, a patient would come in with a skin rash, and to me it would be, this is just poison ivy, but to them it would be, oh my.
Because Stephen Pennington was driving around to Oklahoma Hospital talking about like why there's no COVID patients there, and so this is an ad for Integris hospitals. Okay, so
skin cancer.
The thing is, I'm gonna follow this with. I had this idea. I'm gonna follow it with like. I was supposed to film it today. I guess I was busy. I'll film it tomorrow. I was gonna follow it with being like, this is can you imagine, because we don't get ads like this because we just go to the hospital. They're all government funded, right? So they're supposed to be equally as, you know, little hospitals will have less typically, like all little hospitals, but you go to big center for, you know what I mean. But we don't get these kinds of like sappy ads about how joyful it is to do my job at Integris, so that you go and shop, you know, your medical services there, right? But all it was is I'd be like, what if other services jumped in on this? And so the idea is that I'm gonna do like an air conditioning HVAC ad where I'm like with like elegant music where I'm like really taking pride in servicing an air conditioner, and then it's gonna have like this moment where I put my head up by the fan and the air blows at my blows at my face and stuff like that, and then like I was thinking like of a spot where the dog, like my dog, I'll put like peanut butter on the other side of my face so you can't see it. Get like the dog like licking my face, and I'll have this slow motion section where the dog's licking my face and all the joy I get from doing HVAC or whatever. and I just thought it'd be funny. I don't know. Anyways, thank you very much for the donation.
Thank you, Brown01, for laughing at my corny Dell joke. Thank you very much.
Yeah, David Shipley, I'll be turning on the gaming channel and hitting some Tarkov if it's wipe night. I might as well take advantage of that. Stringer News won $5, and you gave me the cute Shiba Inu? I don't know their names.
Shiba Inu.
Thank you for the Shiba.
It's a puppy.
But it has a backstory. Did you hear that? They have backstories, for Christ's sakes. Oh, okay. I have to show you all something. If you haven't know what Kevin James has been doing, do you know, Vishanti, before we go, what Kevin James has been doing? Did you know this at all?
No. What?
You know the actor Kevin James, right?
Yeah.
He's been doing fucking YouTube. Okay. This is 1 week ago. Like, watch. This is. I have to like cut it into chunks, otherwise we get tagged. It's ASMR pizza reheat.
Oh my god.
Pizza reheat. And then like it's all like, watch. Yeah, watch. Here. It's all like here.
Garlic sparkles.
Oh my god, that's synth music.
And like, look. It's so like he's been doing YouTube. Like, look at watch.
That's so funny.
Check it out. Look.
That 80 cent music, though, I'm dead.
You know, but it's so awesome. Watch.
Exterior Grand Central Station, take one. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, sir.
What are you doing here?
It's all right, just trying to get some wild sound. What the hell are you doing out here, Fred? I'm the sound guy. Just trying to get sound.
He's like...
I am legend!
They shoot here.
No.
It's just he's in all these, does all these movie scenes. Like you look at Braveheart. They keep stopping for fucking airplanes.
Many years from now. Sorry, we got a plane. Hold for plane, please. All right, we'll take it
again.
From this day to that, for one chance. Mel, I'm sorry, guys.
He just keeps getting airplanes through the whole thing. Oh my god, it's so funny. Anyways, okay. So now that we're done that, all right. So Vishanti, check her out, please, everybody. I have outroed to death right now, and you've been a sport, Vishanti. You could have left whenever you wanted to, by the way, just so you know. You're not my victim.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
I've been meaning to have somebody on lately, so... Oh, no, Frank, wrong time, buddy. I've been meaning to have somebody on, you know? So, not like you're not important. I just mean it like that. But at the same time, I think I've invited you in the past and you were busy or something. So either way, it was, you know, I saw you in the chats and I thought, hey, Vishanti's set up. I could bring her on. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's nice to have somebody to talk to on one of my streams, which I don't do that often these days. So, you know, that said, like I said, next week I'm going to be doing like Earth is Seriously Flat, potentially, if we can get hooked up properly. You know how it is with them. They might have tech issues. But I'll have some backup ideas of things to talk about just in case he can't tech his way in anyways. So, but that said, I've also talked to Poisoning the Well again, and I'm going to be having them back on one day. Because I think the day that I was on, there was low numbers that day just by chance, and then I was competing directly against, I think, a really wicked debate on modern day debates and stuff, and it was just, I think there was other people streaming too. It was like this perfect storm of people just absorbing all the extra numbers, right? So not a lot of people actually saw that, which is a little unfortunate because they're two pretty awesome guys to chat with and funny as shit. So if you haven't seen that live stream, that is on the channel. You can go check it back in the videos of the live stream in my old videos from only a couple months ago. You know, live stream. It was like 3.5 hours. Shit, they stuck around forever. And then they did loosely invite me to their channel, so I might be on there at some point too. But they're funny shit. And then yeah, and then you know. I don't know who else I've talked to. Oh, Conspiracy Cats. He's talked about, we've been in chatting about him coming on a live stream one of these days. So I'll have to do that a little bit earlier to make sure it's not super late for him because he's got to make sure his kids are able to get into bed. So that'll be like an early afternoon stream one of these days. So that should be fun. Or like, well, one of these weeks. Yeah. So keep your eyes tuned for that. Everybody, Vishanti, you too, I guess. And then, yeah. You can stick around, Vishanti, and I will hit the outro button here for everybody else, and you and I will not hear it. Well, I will hear it, but you will not. And then I'll come talk to you. And we'll say goodbye. Alright? Cool. I'll absorb your numbers, Hayward said to me. Hey, Hayward. How's it going, buddy? He's always throwing gay innuendos at me, or like bi innuendos. Either way, I love it, buddy. Just keep throwing them at me. I'll keep batting them back at you. Those big, beautiful blues of mine. Anyways, thank you for coming, everybody. Really appreciate the donations from everybody who donated, and I love you all. I'm going to hit the outro button right now and see if it works. Let's see if it takes my hard drive forever to spool up. See, it failed. See, that hard drive is dying. I tell you. No, you see what happened? It's dying. Okay, let's try this one more time. I saw it spooled up now.